Hello everyone, welcome to the Shipyard. Welcome also to, why was I going to call this the duped campaign? Okay, no. Welcome to the Sanity Campaign. It's Monday. We normally do duped on this day, and my brain went to duped. It's not duped. This is Sanity. Hello, welcome, hi. Bonjour.
Yeah, we're kind of missing somebody for duped.
Yeah, a certain someone had to
Lucky
go and hide.
bastards on a cruise.
Brother.
Was that where he's at?
Yes.
Dude,
Yeah, he's on holiday.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Hear me out. We need to do a thing where it's not even like a cruise, right? We get a rowboat. And we figure out a way to get a laptop out there with OBS and all of our stuff that we need and have rowboat podcast session where we're all on one fucking rowboat and a dream. Don't tip the fucking rowboat.
No, I am not going to cause my electronics to succumb to seawater.
No, see, we'll use Nits's stuff.
I don't even have a laptop. However, do it!
No, I need it for school. I don't trust you with it.
Oh, come on. Alright, anyways, welcome everybody. My name is
I'm not subjecting my tech to that.
My name is Nitsify. I am the host and the guy who fucking runs this shit, but not this campaign. No. I play Ryuzuka, the mother fucking Durla. Alright, bye. That's the end. It's my day off. This is Acrid. We have our DM. He's a little purple guy in the corner. We also have a little orange pocket pill over here. Take them every 2 days. Don't take more than 2. That could be considered an overdose. And, yeah, your liver might be okay afterwards. Dylan.
Hi. I play the John Sean.
You played the John Sean. The John Sean.
Quick little tidbit, viewers. I just found out what being a groomsman means.
Yeah.
So, for context, viewers, I have 3 older siblings. I don't wanna.
Back out.
I have
I don't know.
3 older siblings. My older
You
sister.
back out at this point.
I want to so badly. My older sister's getting married literally this Saturday. God, actually, before I get to my main point, I want to bring up, so I learned about her fiance that he was originally a divorced dad. I wish I had figured that out before I accidentally wore my wife left me shirt around him. I regret that decision.
Oh, I love that.
My God.
That's so funny, though.
I don't think it's, I mean, it might, I don't know what's worse, that or the time that I wore a shirt that said, "Officer, I drop-kicked that child in self-defense to my brother's baby shower." Yep, I'm an uncle. Anyway.
Dylan!
I asked my mom, being like, "Hey, can you give me some deets about this wedding?" And she was like, "Oh, yeah, so here's what you have to do as a groomsman." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And then she's like, "Yeah, so you're gonna have to, like, help people to their seats." And I'm just like, "Okay. Please kill me now." Look, if you ever meet me in real life, and if you're, like, a fan of, like, the podcast or whatever, I am more than happy to meet with you and chat with you for a bit. Let me make that perfectly clear. I am not a super social animal, so
The majority of us on this podcast are introverts.
It's just me. It's literally just me.
Yeah, no, I do not people very often.
I mean, from my understanding, the only people here that are not introverts, I think, is Issa and I, and we're more of ambiverts, if I understand correctly. I don't think she's an extrovert. I know I'm not. I'm an ambivert. I bounce between the two.
I want to say I'm an ambivert, but after my rant just now, I don't think y'all will believe me.
No, you're not. You're not. Fucking not. That is just you coping.
You are an introvert through and through. You're just in denial.
Yeah.
Yep.
You do that a lot.
Alright, fair enough.
Dude. But yeah, a quick little reminder for those who may have missed the last episode. If you did, you should go watch it, dumbass. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Well, okay, I kind of meant
you
it.
did.
Wow.
Stop lying to them.
Listen. All right, either way, welcome.
Unexpectedly harsh. Damn.
Listen, I'm just being honest. Like, I don't know why you're jumping to a D&D campaign, like, not on the first damn session, but you know what? If it worked for you, it worked for you. I'm not gonna shame you. I'll just judge you slightly in the
Maybe
corner.
they're not jumping in. Maybe they're loyal viewers who've seen every episode up till now.
Well, see,
and you just called them a dumbass for nothing.
That's because I haven't gotten to finish the rest of my damn sentence. Because I normally right after that go, or if you're simply just, if you've already watched and may have forgotten, because hey, even I can't keep up with all the podcasts I listen to. Because I listen to like 3 D&D podcasts. That being said, right, in the last episode, in case you may have forgotten with, with how things go, we kind of just got back to Kine Island and dealt with stuff. A lot of random stuff. We got information on people and how the quests went. We found out, blah, 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 blah. Honestly, it's kind of weird stuff. Like, a lot of it's not, like, anything that really needs a proper rewatching. I think a lot of it's just, like, random small things. Like, people threatening the Bandit King, apparently. We're gonna handle that one, by the way, today. That's something I've put on my fucking block list. A lot of this, I'm gonna be, just a heads up for everybody, this is mainly a John Sean episode. I'm mainly just having Ryu taking a day off, and I'm just gonna be chilling. But I am dealing with that fucking Zelvic problem.
So side note, dear viewers, if I sound tired, I ended up cramming like 4 classes worth of assignments in one day today. Just so I could give myself time to breathe before I suffer this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
Hell yeah, good job.
Thank you.
Should have just spread it out throughout the week.
You can't do that.
Honestly, normally I'd agree with you. It's just that when I know myself well enough, when I get into a mood to work, I have to take it all the way. Like, I know if I stop, I don't know when I'll just get that, like, burst of productivity back in. You know what I mean?
You know what? Fair enough.
Yeah, I know Dylan well enough. That stands true.
I understand that. I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Especially with something like college, for goodness sake.
Oh, yeah. I'm the same way with showing up to places. I'm lying. I show up everywhere. I show up normally an hour early to almost anything. Whether it's my job or if it's meeting up with a friend. You can ask Dylan. I waited 2 hours in my car one time for him to show up.
I'm just imagining it's like
I got there early.
The only reason I get to work early is because I carpool and I don't have a choice. That's the only reason I show up to work early.
Oh man,
he's not wrong, and that's kind of the sad thing.
I have shown up to work a minute and I have shown up to work 30 seconds before they would have called me late, and I was like, I'm here, fuck off. I showed up, be happy.
I mean, hey, at least you're showing up. There's people who just would be no-shows that I've worked with in the past, so.
Yeah.
Oh man, either way, do we want to go and knock out the Zelvic thing? And just kick it on off.
I think John would want to also help knock it out first when the new day arrives. So yeah, I'd say so.
Luckily, you don't have a fucking choice because that's happening bright and early in the morning.
Yeah.
Stella wants to help, but I've also been told that Stella is working on other things and I'm not allowed to help.
I mean, it's more so Stella's literally with Zelvic. So, she's learning. She would be very engrossed in her little bit of tech that she's now been allowed to mess with. Because it's the first fucking time she's been given access to things other than wood. Like wooden materials.
On the bright side, she'll also be pretty busy because she's gonna be, like, I mean, obviously, the next session I'll be dealing with her as well, but, like, she's also getting to help Darius now, so she'll be helping Darius out in the process, too. So she'll actually stay pretty busy.
Fair enough.
Yeah!
Alright.
I'm still salty that I can't do what I wanted to, because I had a funny.
I will roll to see if the funny happens. But that would probably only happen if this resulted in a combat, which I don't think it will.
I don't think for
Unless y'all are just
everybody's
gonna kill
safety in
them.
this world, I don't think it's smart that there's a combat. For the commoner's
Yeah.
sake.
I mean, it would be an easy way to avoid combat.
What if
Well,
I become combat?
you know, I have an idea for. I have a thing that I'll do with Stella. I'm gonna modify your thing a bit, but yes, I'm going to do something with her then.
Yay!
I'm gonna do it. She is
Aw.
technically an NPC now.
Fuck.
Yeah, she became an NPC when y'all got back.
Lame.
Oh.
That's how that works. Alright, let me roll for something. Just because this is a fucking side thing. Oh, okay. That's just fucking lovely. Alright, so y'all are walking out of the tavern.
Uh-huh.
And, y'all would see a few new people walking throughout Kine Island that seem to be coming from the ocean.
Hell yeah.
All right, Ryu, this one's all yours.
Alright. I want to mention for once,
Right.
Ryu's not in his fucking work clothes. He's in a black kimono with a white logo with a black lotus as the logo on, like, the back of it. He's actually in proper clothing for once.
Hell yeah.
He was
No,
just gonna
he's
knock
just like-
this out and then go on his day off, but it looks like he might have other things to deal with now.
Not really, but
Okay.
just minor things. I'll
Okay,
just
yeah.
send. There is a small group that is walking that look like you've never seen them before, so
Understood.
I will send them all individually. Because I'd have to send these people at some point. There's this lady,
Alright, let
this
me
lady.
see. Uh-huh. Oh, right, wrong NPC visual. It's the people you had me draw. Okay, so we have a shark lady. With a black crop top. You asked for me to make these people aerodynamic?
Yeah, because they need to be able to
What is
fucking
that?
swim.
Yeah, basically meaning flowy
Okay.
clothing really wouldn't work. Because ocean.
Yeah.
So
They're
when
ocean
so
people.
people go, why aren't they wearing much? Bitch, they are in the fucking ocean. Try and wear a dress under the ocean and swim. I fucking dare you. See how that works.
That ain't working.
Yeah. As someone who's tried it with the pool, it doesn't fucking work, okay? So it's a black crop top.
Hey,
that is
hold on a
sleeveless. What's up?
minute.
Nothing. Don't worry about it. We got a black crop top that is sleeveless. That the shark person's wearing with a golden necklace. I want to mention, it's not one of those where it's like, oh, it's a very dainty, like, you know, like chain necklace. No, like, it is like a fucking bar of gold that they fucking smelted down. Like, that thing's got weight. You could hit someone with it and knock them unconscious.
Hey, some women like necklaces like that.
Yeah, you know, to each their own. She has these, like, blue fins, like, near her ear area that kind of stick out in this, like, blondish hair that's basically, like, shoulder length. It doesn't go anything past that. The bit of the eyes that are normally white are black instead. And then she kind of has this, like, I honestly don't even know what color I picked for those actual, like, eye colors. I think that's, like, a yellowish, whitish.
It's like a whitish. It's white.
Yeah. Okay, cool, yeah. And then, like, you know, a very, like, dainty eyebrows is the best way to put it. They're supposed to be a little bit more on the muscular side than when I made them. Apologies. That was a fuck up on my thing, but I was still trying to learn how to draw muscular people. That was still a work in progress.
They are lean, muscular.
Yeah,
But
because
they are
it's a shark
tiger
person.
shark person.
Yeah, tiger shark person. So yes, they have a little bit of an hourglass, but they're supposed to be fucking built. I fucked it up. My bad. They essentially just have like a cloth to kind of like cover the privates. There's not really an other way to really do that because again, you're underwater. You don't really have many options. So yeah.
Yeah.
The other design, you're looking at a like it's like a Triton tiefling person. So they have like these like smaller, like not as big as normal tiefling's horns, but still these like tiefling horns that are kind of like bluish, very like bluish skin, whereas the other person had more like this like grayish and whitish skin. The other one is more just like dark blues and light blues kind of mixing together in this like dark blue spiky tail that they have. They're wearing is similar to what the other lady was wearing, whereas unlike hers, where it's more like a crop top sports bra type of scenario, hers actually goes down and covers a bit of her abdomen in the process, but still sleeveless, and it is orange instead of black. And then literally just shorts. Like, just like, it's skin-tight shorts, but it's shorts, because, I'm sorry, again, you really can't do much if you want to be able to swim and not have problems in the ocean. Yellowish eyes and dark blue lips. The last one that should be mentioned is you have a fucking muscular-ass Goliath lady. I actually don't know if that is what the race that you wanted. That's what I remember to a degree.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'm thinking right. So it is like a white tank top, crop top type of scenario. I didn't know how to draw abs. Those are supposed to be that's supposed to be a six-pack. I didn't know how to draw that. I tried.
Man, we'll learn.
Yeah, I listen, it's taking me time. I've only been drawing for like 3 months? 3 or 4 at this point. It's, you know. But, you know, like, very, very fucking built person. Like, not to the point of, like, grumpy, but, like, similar to Agnes. That very, like, muscular, bulky person. She also has these, like, dark brown pants. They're slightly baggy, but they're not baggy enough to where it actually causes any problems. And then, like, a brown leather strap, probably where she might just be keeping knives or something like that on there. Or just kind of keep the pants from, like, getting in the way during swimming. And then also just, like, a dark brown leather satchel bag that she keeps around her hips.
Yeah.
And she has a bunch of tattoos that go across her entire body, essentially.
Yeah. Another thing that would be noted about her is that there are, like, literal, like, what looks to be, like, small bits of coral or, like, barnacles, effectively.
I know how to draw that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm adding it. But there's a few of those on her, which is also giving y'all the idea. She fucking walks around at the bottom of the ocean and is fine.
Yep. Oh, 2 last things I forgot to mention. The Triton Tiefling lady. Way more of 8 hourglass and a lot more skinnier than the other 2. That is something that should be mentioned also. There's the sheer fact of... I didn't mention the hair. She has like that platinum blonde hair. And kind of like goes down to her like glutes, essentially. It's that long. Whereas like the Goliath more just kind of goes down to like the hips. So you have like 2 long hairs, and then you just look over at the shark person who is like, fuck that, and just cut the majority of it.
Just the generalized expression of I refuse to deal with it.
Yep.
Therefore, I will not.
Oh, yeah. Most likely in the water, they probably tied up, so it's not a problem.
Yep. Except the Goliath doesn't really have to worry about it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you guys will be seeing those 3. They are walking up, and the reason why you guys get the feeling they're from the ocean is there's still water, like, dripping off of them.
Gotcha.
Like, they walked to Kynel, and they're like, alright, we walked through the blood field, now we're here. What the fuck?
Understood.
Yeah.
So, John's just gonna kind of mention to Rio just, hey, so, yeah, I'm gonna go let you handle that. I'll be doing self consider. Okay, bye! And he'll just, like, leave before Rio could say anything bad because he doesn't want to be near water.
Fair enough. He just looked at, I guess, because I did mention that he would have Nosuke with him, so...
Oh, yeah, no, Nosuke is just peeking her head around his, like, around his side, and she's just staring at the new people.
Hell yeah. He just looked at her and just go, come on, we have something to handle real quick.
Okay.
We'll deal with that, then deal with Zelvik's problem, and then after that we can actually take some time to relax.
Yay. What's relaxing?
You'll figure it out soon enough.
I've never seen you do that.
That's why we're doing it.
Oh, okay.
It's good for the brain.
Man gets fucking called out by his fucking daughter for not relaxing. What's that? Him fucking don't ask that question.
Don't do that. Don't do that to me.
Don't call me out like that. I know it's true, but fuck off.
But yeah, he's going to I guess just kind of like walk over to them and just kind of like wave them down with just like a hey.
You would see the shark lady and the other two kind of look over, and you kind of get the feeling they're like, "Oh, you're the one we were looking for, probably."
Yeah,
Hopefully.
maybe.
They would walk over like, "Are you Rio Luca?"
That's me. I saw
We
you.
were-
You're dripping, so I'm guessing you're from the ocean.
Yes, we're from the Ocean Kingdoms. We're here to help.
Understood. I do remember talking to a grandma follower who said she might try and get people involved.
Atlan talked to us and said that she'd recommend us find you.
Yes.
So it's
yes.
lucky we found you. She's also been talking to the Grieger hives. Not sure how she's managing that one, but it's working.
I'm glad she's actually helping out and talking with people. I'm going to be frank, I know right now it's not affecting your people yet, but if things continue the way they go, we can lose the whole world, and if it gets any worse, even if it doesn't affect the whole world outright, there's still the fact that, well, anything nearby is probably going to be affected if we fail.
Yes, from what we can see, it is starting to affect the ground towards the water. The sand is starting. The sands, that aren't corrupted by the blood field, is starting to
Apologies for
turn.
that.
Yeah, no, that was an experience to walk through. Especially with no warning. We did not know that was there.
Apologies, I honestly didn't think at the time to mention it to her, because I'll be honest, at this point I kind of have forgotten that not everybody is aware of the God's domains, because those have been there almost since the beginning of this problem.
That's fair. Our companion, she would kind of motion this, like, when we're in the water, she has to walk along the bottom, so she was the most surprised because she didn't have a warning.
I can understand how that would be shocking.
Yeah, she just gives a nod. It's like, the last time I saw it, it was jungle. Then I come up and it's all made out of blood. It's a bit different.
I can understand that would be a bit surprising. It would. I do get it.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Well.
You would get, Goliath would give a light. She's like, Zalia, by the way.
Good
For
to
the
meet you,
sake of
Zalia.
names. We know yours and you don't know ours.
Yeah, it would be good to know. By the way, this is, in case you ever end up working with her, this is my daughter. This is Nosuke.
They would all give her greetings.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's really that thing. They're like, alright, got it. Don't fuck with her.
Yep.
That is daughter of a guy who runs this fucking shit, apparently.
Yep.
Elfin, who is, she is 6'2" because shark tridents. Etlin is the tiger shark. And then you have Etten, who is 5'4", who is the Triton tiefling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they wouldn't talk to Ryu much. It'd just be enough for him to tell them, like, hey, go talk to, just get yourself sorted and we'll figure it out another day.
Yeah, because he definitely doesn't know. He's like, yeah, whenever we get this dealt with, I'd like to handle this a different day if we can, because this is like the one day I've taken within this entire situation to actually relax.
They would honestly apologize for bothering him and go on their way.
Fair enough. To be fair, I approached them first, so.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. Let's go ahead and handle these motherfuckers. Come here.
Oh boy.
This really is just gonna be a good cop, bad cop situation.
This is really just gonna be the death of two commoners.
God, right. So I guess Ryo will make his way over with Nosuke.
Yeah. Which, I'm gonna be honest, also, there's a whole different problem, because if they say the wrong thing and Nosuke gets pissed, that's a different problem.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
But, yeah, you guys would head on over. and I don't have images for the two idiots because they're just commoners.
We don't need
Yeah.
They're plebeians.
Yeah.
Like, oh god. Okay, what the fuck even are y'all? Okay, it's just two humans.
Of course.
So would we like catch them in the middle of it? Like,
Let me see. At what point did y'all show up with it? Because if you, okay, so higher number would be the better solution. So that'll be if you guys get a high enough number, y'all get there before they show up.
all right.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. So, you guys, as you guys are both walking up, you guys would be able to see that there's two humans outside of Zelvik's shop. And you can tell that, let me actually roll for something.
Okay.
Okay, so something that both of y'all would notice with y'all's passive perceptions. Zelvik is not really doing anything, he's just ignoring them, as is what he's probably been doing.
Yep.
He has a high tolerance for bullshit, but he has mentioned there's just one thing he will not tolerate.
Yep.
Which y'all would be noticing there is a small black ball rolling out from his shop that the two humans don't seem to notice. And it slowly seems to be rolling out to the side and slowly making its way behind them. That is probably Stella. If shit goes bad, they're gonna get jump scared by a mimic.
Lovely.
Fucking understood.
It is if shit goes to combat mode, they're probably gonna get grappled by a mimic who has turned herself into like a 6-inch by 6-inch sphere. And has just gone rolly mode.
Understood. So,
All right.
The mimic doesn't like people fucking with her friends.
Yeah.
no. Oh man. All right.
Alright,
Yeah.
So,
So let
Nick,
me.
Do you want to take the lead first, or
I-
should I?
I think it makes sense for you to take the lead on this one.
I agree. Just double
Yeah.
checking.
Yeah.
Go for
All
it.
right.
I'll just kind of like cross my arms in the background. Just, I don't know. Try to look tough, I guess.
It's one
fair.
of those things of
Mhm.
genuinely, it is good for John to simply be here because it would boost his, like, what people think about him if they see him doing good actions. Because,
Yeah.
again, the thing to remember, a lot of people have seen him crash through shit and not exactly look great. So.
Worth it.
Oh god. Okay. So
That's fair.
Ryu's going to walk up to these two commoners, and I'm gonna be real. What are they
Uh-huh.
doing right now?
So, I'm gonna roll their perception.
They'll need to beat my passive stealth.
What is it?
My passive stealth. Like, well, I don't even have a sheet up. Damn. That's
fair.
how much of
Wow.
a day off he is on, by the way. If that gives you an idea.
I'm gonna say it's at least
let
a
me
19 if
check.
I had to guess.
Actually, it's a 20.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Alright, so with their perception
Uh-huh.
of fucking 11.
Awesome. So I'll be honest, it's one of those things where he'll use his passive stealth with them and basically anyone else. But he'll allow John and, you know, obviously the Mimic and Zelvik to know, hey, I'm here. I am fucking here. So that'll be he'll allow them to see him, but he won't allow the others to see him essentially.
That's fair. There also this has reminded me that I had a funny moment with my passive stealth scaring someone at the grocery store today.
Oh, yo, same. I scared the fuck out of like a person in the grocery store today, 2 people at work today. Like, yeah.
I unintentionally scared one of my friends by just sneezing loudly today in class.
I walked up behind the girl to help her
God.
pick up some shit she dropped, and I got next to her and was actively picking something up before she noticed I was there.
Damn.
I wish I could have seen this, but I was dealing with
She fucking nearly jumped out of her skin. Like, she fucking... Because I was right next to her. Like, I was only maybe 3 inches away from her. Like there was no. I was like, there's no fucking way you don't see me.
The stealthy
Dude.
barbarian, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh god.
But
yeah,
man.
So yeah, the Rio Yugo Whale.
Yeah. I was just I kind of need to know what they're saying and doing right now, so I can kind of base off what how I'm gonna handle this.
So, okay, what are y'all saying? Great, they didn't get a nat 1, so they're not gonna say the one thing that'll fucking cause Zelvic to kill them.
That's good.
Yay. Basically, you would be hearing them, it seems they're commenting that he doesn't seem to be doing anything. Which they always aren't aware that he literally doesn't have resources.
Okay, so...
He fucking can't.
As one of them says that,
uh-huh.
I'm imagining they're like kind of like shoulder to shoulder probably.
Yeah.
They'd feel, each one of them, an arm wrap around their shoulder.
Oh no.
And just like a pat, like on their shoulder with his hands. You just go, gentlemen, how are we doing today?
Okay. Okay, so that's actually... I want to mention, there's a natural DC they need to reach to maintain composure.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
if it makes a difference, his passive intimidation...
uh-huh.
...is a 17. And this is the man who's smiling, because this is day off. There's definitely a fucking fang showing.
I was gonna have the DC be something like 16 or 17, so now knowing there's passive intimidation is 17, that set it to 17.
Alright.
So the left one, he maintains his composure.
Okay.
But it's definitely more of him being like, this is how I die.
Yep.
Like that singular bead of sweat of just, Just that understanding.
Man.
Nat 19, by the way.
Good for him. Good for him. Oh, man.
Anyway, so the guy on the right fucking has a heart attack and dies.
Damn.
Sick. Freaking sweet.
No, he doesn't. But he nearly fucking had. Like, Ryu can tell with his fucking medicine. It's like this motherfucker's heart rate went from, like, the normal, like, I think it's like 87 beats a minute or something like that. I don't know what the actual passive heart rate is.
Between 60 and 80.
Cool. It definitely jumped up to, like, 140. Or something like that. Like, his heart rate doubled.
That does check.
And he is sweating profusely and is fucking straight pale.
Good, good. You just go, just so you know, Zelvic here, while I may have threatened him at one point, it was for good measure, because of his background at the time. But he's actually been real good use, you see. In fact, actually, I've given him some tasks that he's going to be handling. So he is doing something. But also he can't do his normal thing because he's out of resources. And I'm going to be sending some people to go handle that so he can go back to his normality. You see, we don't have many people that have access to his form of technology. So I do advise that you think about your words carefully. Because, I'll be honest, I won't stop him from killing someone who might deserve it.
Okay, so you would just see the guy on the right, you know, the one who got a nat 7. He... It looks like he maybe tries to form words.
Check.
It doesn't work.
Say anything.
And then you see the guy on the left just... He doesn't turn. Because at this point, he's got a hand on his shoulder. and probably a lower arm just in the center of his back. That's don't move, don't move, don't do anything.
No, he definitely does.
He's just like alrighty then.
Advice for you.
Hey.
If you want to do anything, maybe try not insulting the people that are actually putting their lives on the line. While Zelvik might be here and not directly going out to handle things, we need people who can actually use a form of intelligence to create things to aid us.
You figured that one out, Will? Are you gonna make this fucking mistake again and drag me into this again? The guy who could speak suddenly just looks over at his friend and just goes, "You fucking idiot." As you would learn, the guy on the right's name is Will.
Gotcha. You just looked at Will and
just see Will's face. Just goes, "You motherfucker."
You'd see him look to Will and just go, "So Will's your name?" "Oh, it's a pleasure. Ryuzuka, by the way." You know what? Actually, I have just the right idea for the two of you. You see, I was needing some people to help out a good friend of mine. How would you like to be useful? And he's like kind of like changing glances between the two of them with the most like fucking devious grin.
Yeah, so you'd see Will just kind of get that look of, "I don't think I can say no." And you just see the other guy just go, "I know Will would love to."
Really?
And
that's good.
Yeah,
Right.
and
Now, while your friend may have roped you into it, don't think I'll fully let you get away.
Oh no, I'm willing to help. It's just,
I'll send you. I got you. I'll send you to do something else.
Oh.
You see, there's a tavern, and there's a lady named Stella, or Sella actually, sorry, very similar names, a good friend of mine. You see, she's a little underhanded right now, and morality for people often relies on people like her, businesses like her, including during times like this. Do you know how to play an instrument?
I will learn.
You should.
Gladly.
We have some
I will happily fucking learn. Just fucking like
Mark,
you know what?
Man.
There's a person of my group actually that just got back from a mission recently. She is a bard, and I think she would be happy to teach you some instruments. She goes by the name of Jasmine, flies around on a flying glaive. Just look for her. She'll teach you everything you need to know.
Of course, gladly.
Of course. Good talking. What's your name?
Oh, Stephen.
I'll keep that in mind, Stephen.
You would see actually at the mention of someone becoming a bard. And like you see the Bandit King look over with a fucking smile. And this man doesn't smile often. He goes, "I actually know of a particularly unique bard thing that was more common in my world. I'll get to work making it function here."
I would love that, Zelvik. Now,
you see Steven go, "This gonna be a bomb." Like it's that look of, "I'm gonna die."
You two look to Will and just go, "And Will."
Yeah.
Oh. Why are you so sad? I'm giving you purpose. Or am I not?
I re-rolled his fucking, save.
Yeah.
With a 6. He's more fucking terrified because now Zelvik is getting involved.
He's shaking in his fucking boots.
For the first time, I think for both that they've never seen Zelvik acknowledge them.
Yeah.
Now he's looking over, smiling. And they're recognizing now suddenly that they realized his eyes fucking glow. They never realized his eyes glow red. Because, you know, they're fucking mechanical. You dumb fucks.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, so you got Will and Steven. Steven's
Okay.
gonna become a bard.
Uh-huh. And he's gonna
I
look
kind of think
to...
it would be funny if Will suddenly has something chewing on his boot.
Yes.
Oh,
continue.
God. So, you just kind of, like, look to Will and just kind of go, so, Will, let me ask you a question. Actually, and you see him just kind of, like, pat his shoulders and then kind of pat his arms. Do they feel like he's a little bit more on the muscular side or a little bit more on, like, this, like, you know, a little bit more on the frail side? It's a commoner.
I will roll, because some commoners are more dex, some of them are strength. It depends on what they used to do. I will roll. Oh, you poor bastard, you're going to the mines.
Oh, is he a
Awesome.
strength?
His strength, like his
Right.
dex is probably 8, his strength is probably 12, which for a commoner is actually high.
Yeah. You would just look to him and just go, you're going to meet a certain someone. And you're going to love them. You see,
Okay.
when people that I deem to be useless come into my eyesight, I try to make use of them so they don't get themselves killed, because it's dire times. Isn't it, Will?
Yes, very.
Yes, yes. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to, and I think the city's name is Osrin, if I remember right. And there's this chieftain.
Oh my god.
I think her name is Chieftain Mecca.
Oh.
You're going to train under her. And you're going to work under her. And whatever she says will go. If you ever try to run away, or try to disobey, it will not be her that hunts you down, it will be me. And I'm great at tracking. Alright. You two lads have a grand day. I'm going to enjoy my one day off. And he pets them on the shoulders and fucking stealths away.
I'll just kind of like cartoonishly whistle my way over to Zelda after that. And I'll just say, okay, well, that got resolved easier than I thought it would.
Much appreciated, by the way.
I almost forgot the other day, and I'm gonna take out the battering shield and the Viper longsword. I've acquired these weapons, but I've found upgrades, so I don't really have a use for them anymore. I thought maybe someone like you might be able to find a better use for them, or someone else who needs them more than me.
I will enhance them accordingly and put them to work. So, thank you.
Let me know if you need any help. All right?
Sounds good.
And I will.
Yeah, and then you can head off, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I was gonna say cartoonishly whistle my way out.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
So,
man.
If my memory is correct, I believe 2 days ago, Phineas said that she was gonna get back with Sean about the whole genetic thing.
Yeah.
So, does she appear?
So I've realized I now have to fucking this is funny to me now because now I get to toss Will and Steven into fucking teammates. Y'all have now enslaved 2 commoners.
Hear me out.
They were asking for it.
Hear me out. You just get like stock images for them.
I went on and I literally just looked up human character designs, male, and I just grabbed like the 2 that were wearing the first 2 I found that were wearing kimonos.
The hair.
Fair enough. One quick
whenever
thing
they
before you
pop
go
up
on to
again-
John. Oh,
Yeah, whenever they pop up again, they can be described if you want.
hell yeah. The one thing I want to let you know before you hop on John, he would obviously grab Noki so they can go relax. He'll probably just
Unless it
take
be-
her to just walk around town and probably play any games that they can play. I really don't know what would be available in an apocalypse, but...
Actually, honestly, weirdly enough, there's a few games out just so fucking there's something. Like, people at this point are going, fuck it, we might die tomorrow. Why not have fun while I can still relax?
Fair enough, yeah.
Yes, actually, I get that.
Yeah. So, I don't know exactly what they would have specifically lying around, but...
Yeah, so yeah,
Yeah.
you get to go do that.
Hell yeah.
So, y'all actually are going to get a very much a futuristic bard because of Steven getting forcibly enslaved by Zelvic and fucking Jasmine. God, alright. That's... Oh, God.
You're welcome.
Alright, cool. Fuck yeah, that's grand. Let me roll for a few things. There's a few things that might show up for you, John,
Alright.
that you get to deal with.
How about this? If Finia doesn't show up right away, I will, if it helps, I'll probably just say John will just go back to the tavern first to see if they have grease for him or not ready.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, let me roll the various things, and okay, and then... Alright, cool. So as you're walking, you're about halfway back, and you just hear just the sound of a little portal open.
Okay. I will
And
just snap my head immediately in that direction. Like it's a very unnatural movement. It's like, how should I put this?
your
There was
head
a-
rotates on a pivot because you
Like
don't have a spine.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Because that feels very fire elementally and very John.
I agree.
And you would see Fenia standing there, and she looks at you, she goes, "What? Scared? You asked for this."
Okay, I don't think it would be good to argue technicalities at this point, but if you're here, I'm assuming that means you're ready.
Probably, if it works. If it doesn't, you might explode. But we'll find out. And she stabs you in the arm this time and injects you.
I'll just kind of like, very reflexively, just kind of like start backing up, and my eyes are just fully wide and bug-eyed, and I'm just like, patiently waiting for my fate.
So,
While looking freaked out.
alright, so here's the thing that would happen, that would be honestly kind of weird. You feel no pain. As it almost kind of feels like there's this little, like, scratchy feeling. Like someone, like, was rubbing their nails, like, along your side. Like, just kind of that travels from that point just throughout your whole body. Kind of like this wave going throughout your body. Like this ripple.
Alright.
And, you would notice Fenia suddenly gets a little bit taller. As it feels like you shrink a bit.
Sure.
Okay.
As you would go from your 5'2", which I think Fenia is like 5'6", 5'4". She's not super tall. And then you would become 4'3". As now, buddy, my good friend, Sean, you can now go to your first character sheet.
Alright.
And you can change your race to Honey Badger. As Honey Badger has taken over as the primary race, but you are still made completely out of fire. So Fenia, it's that weird thing of now you... There's a there is a small chance you get injured now because of this, but if you do get injured, it's less of like, oh, I'm critically wounded in my body. No, it's just like if someone like cuts at your arm and give you a major arm injury, it's more like they cut your arm off and you just kind of have to wait a little bit for it to reform.
Gotcha.
So it's not as bad as normal injuries, but it's like a little bit of a nerf.
All things considered, could be worse. Probably.
It's better than you literally having like I rolled to see how this one would turn out, and you got like the happier result. The other result was Honey Badger took over so much that you actually had flesh and bones.
Gotcha. Huh.
So you didn't with this one, so yay. But I rolled to see how successful this one would be, and Fenia got a 91 to be successful. So I was like, oh yeah, no. If he hadn't talked to her that day, he would have not had a choice, because her next attempt would have been successful. Which, fun fact, was going to be the Aberrant Mimic. Because she just gotten that, she wanted to test it out.
Okay,
Instead, some other poor sap got it.
Gotcha, so...
I want to know how that one went.
You'll find out some point.
Alright, so I feel like, Alright, so John at this moment would just I do have a question about his appearance.
Uh-huh.
So, he would just look like, effectively, like a honey badger made out of fire, just to be clear.
So, yeah, so before, John just had, like, a roiling flame for a body, like, he had no real form. It was just fire trying to look like a person. Now his fire has shape. Like, he has proper hands, he has a proper face, he has a proper head. Like, it's like, oh, fuck, I'm like an actual person now. Problem, I'm like a tiny, fluffy honey badger. Like...
Alright, I got you. So, alright. So John would just
I'm a tiny being of fuck you.
After, he gets shrunk, and he'll just blink and he'll just say, did it work?
Oh my god, you're adorable.
I'm what?
I'm so glad that worked. You're a honey badger now. She would pull out a mirror and let you see your face, which is just like, if it's the most like, it's like the thing of, you're kind of adorable looking because you're like this little burning honey badger that looks really happy, because John's default existence is more happy than anything else. So it's like this little happy honey badger that's like, oh my god. But like, there's that slight glint of horror in his eyes.
I feel like in this moment, John would just his mouth would just kind of vanish for a minute, as it's just like his big wide-eyed look again, looking at himself in the mirror.
Oh,
and
God.
His mouth will reform, and I'll just say, oh, huh, so this is who I am now.
Yep.
Neat.
Hope you enjoy it.
John does turn to Finia. It's like that very much for Lunk that, I want to thank you, but then again, it's like, do I really want to thank you? I don't know what to say here, because I'm so kind of mad.
You see her put her hand on your shoulder, and because of your bracelet now, it's still not burning. And she goes, don't worry. I expect you to hate me forever.
Let me... Miss Finia, let me make something clear to you. Well, I do believe I am entitled to my anger. Let me make something perfectly clear. I have every single attention to use this gift of yours to its fullest effect. You can count on it.
Grand. Well, in that case, she gives you like this. She's like, well, if you want other effects that could be more temporary and give you a little bit more of a boost, I have one called Rocket Fuel. That's what I call it. It's a big old boost to people who are in Marshall.
You know what? I'm gonna have to spend the rest of today getting used to this. Do you mind if we talk about this later?
Oh yeah, no, of course. But also, because you're not being so angry bunny with me, I'm actually more willing to help you in the future.
Angry
Yes,
bunny.
actually. Because you weren't a dick to her after she did this, she is now willing to help you and Ryu more in the future with temporary buffs. Like, that come from her actual class.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Which is unironically fucking huge. Those buffs are insane.
Yeah.
Would definitely surprise John, as he was just kind of be speechless for a minute, and I'll just say, Look, really the only thing I could say is that maybe at some point I'll get over it, but I do hope we could at least work together in the future, Phinia.
Yay. Well, considering what I've seen from you, and you seem to be mildly a little, just a tiny smidgen of petty, I wouldn't be surprised if it takes you over a month to forgive me or get over it. Either way you want to look at it, but that's fine. At the end of the day, a thing to remember, this was not my choice. She then turns around and she goes, no, if it was my choice, I wouldn't have let you keep walking around because I like to not have to prep a random tiny syringe, not knowing if it'll work or not, go find the person I need to talk to, inject them, see it fail, and then go back. Normally I just take people to my lab and it all happens within one day instead of spanning fucking 2 weeks.
Or in Thule's case, a few years.
Okay.
That's assuming it's successful. It usually just takes a day. Sometimes, if I'm working with something that is extremely difficult to make work, like with Thule, as I've finally gotten her out, I feel bad for that girl. I did not mean for her to be there for that long. I
feel like this was just kind of throwing John off for a loop because it's like he went from pissed off to being like, oh shit, this person's actually kind of letting the wall down.
She's like an actual person. Like, she is this is her job, effectively, is she works for Yavina.
It's like being mad at a retail person. Like, it's their job. You can't be mad at them for doing their job.
Yeah. Like, you can, and there's not much she could do about it.
John would just kind of blink at her and he'll just say, I'm, sorry to hear that?
It's alright. It's just another thing that sometimes happens. But, what can you do? Well, I will be off and leave you to your new body. If you want any improvements, like maybe making you not so short, let me know.
Leave them like that.
Short.
And maybe I can fix it, or it might come with some weird little side problems, like you might have a giant ass, and then she just turns through a portal and disappears.
John is currently thinking to himself, man, I am so glad I decided to just keep it to this for today.
Yeah, maybe it's best you keep your fucking height, man. I don't know if you want to risk that.
Look, I've watched Haiku, alright? Short people are faster, I can work with this.
Oh my gosh.
This is truth.
Acrid, I do have a quick question, character related. So I see the stat changes. Am I supposed to apply them on my barbarian sheet too, or do you just want it for the warlock sheet?
So, okay, hold on, let me see. Fenny, were you able to make it? Okay, so the buffs that you got from the honey badger race do apply.
Oh, okay. So I can move my
You
stat
can keep
to barbarian?
you can keep those stat changes, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Fenia actually made them work. I had to roll for it.
That's a pleasant surprise. All right, 1 second.
I won't lie, it was a natural DC 17. She got a nat 20.
My luck's turning around.
I will be honest, it's that weird thing of, yes, Fenia is terrifying because she can fuck with you in horrifying ways, but she can also just be a huge bonus.
Yeah.
All right,
She can
funnily
hinder
enough,
or she can help. It's up to you.
I see. All right, got it. Okay, cool. Just made the
Okay, this is just
changes.
on the side note, I just need to say this. I'm creating Steven and Will. I'm creating their sheets because they will be recurring characters now.
Good. Good. I love that.
This
I have no skills
motherfucker
here.
rolled 2 natural 18s on his fucking stats.
Damn.
Steven rolled insanely well. What the fuck?
Can't wait for Will to be the opposite and just roll like shit.
I mean, I don't think Steven will have a stat under 16.
Damn. Good for him.
Yeah, no, he actually got insane stats. That's wild. Alright.
All right, took a minute to read over my stuff really fast.
Absolutely, as you need to. So
I have even more hit points now. Fuck yeah.
yeah,
My
honey badgers are naturally super strong and super tanky. They are literally that race is built to be barbarians. That's literally their gimmick.
my intelligence decreased by 2, but to be honest, it's kind of a miracle it already hasn't for the majority of this campaign, so better now than later, I guess.
Yeah.
That's also just kind of because honey badgers in reality are just stupid.
They are.
Yeah, honey badgers do not give a flying fuck.
But at the same time, it's that lack that makes them so fucking ridiculous.
Like, they look at a fucking porcupine, they're like, you know what? I can take it. Just gets a face full of quills and kills it and walks away. Like, they just don't fucking care.
They look at snakes and go, that's dinner.
They look at a snake and go, ooh, a quick high.
Okay, so what you're saying is that honey badger was the fucking perfect match for John Sean then.
Yes.
Flashbacks to the beginning of the campaign where he just ate chairs.
Oh god. Yep.
Alright, cool. In that case, I do want to go ahead and continue heading towards the tavern.
Alright, cool.
Genuine question, do I draw any attention when I walk in?
So you actually, there's actually an encounter before you get there.
Oh shit, okay.
And he can very much tell this is an encounter that was, if Ryu was with you, then Ryu would have to deal with it too, but because Ryu is not, this is a John-specific encounter that's coming to John.
Alright.
And so he'll get to deal with it by himself. You would see a sigil appear, and you can see it as the sigil of the Solar King. As a gateway opens up, and you see someone step through.
Okay.
They step through in front of John and turn to basically deal with John, because that's who they've been sent to talk to.
My bad.
You would see someone you would immediately recognize.
Oh no.
I think I have a feeling on who this is.
Huh.
As you would see the fucking Argonian.
So, the Argonian pillar that I sacrificed to the Solar King has been converted by the Solar King.
Okay, yeah, no, John Sean's jaw would definitely drop as he would, like, instinctively jump backwards, take out the Morning Star, and just be like, what?
As you see the Argonian stand there, exhale, as you see his eyes are now golden.
Okay.
As you see him turn, he goes, well then, that's a surprise. What, did I scare you? Did God not tell you he brought me back because he got sent my soul?
Right.
And you stole my weapon. Fair enough.
I do want to mention to you, Acrid, I was planning to have a different voice for John Sean for specific moments now that he has Honey Badger in him. This is a good time as any. So, what the Argonian would see is John Sean's eyes just... I'm really not sure how to describe it because he's still technically made out of fire. But
the best way... dilate?
Yeah, probably dilate, but like some kind of like more primal.
Yeah.
And he'll just go, I don't really know what I had to say. You're dead as fuck back there.
Indeed, I was. And I'm now, despite my best efforts, back.
So what? You're gonna be so what? You're gonna be a good guy now or something stupid like that?
You think I have a choice?
No.
Exactly. So where's Ryu? I need to go talk to him, or do I need to go talk to someone else? Then again, he's not with you, so he's probably doing something more important, or he's actually relaxing from what I understand or could guess.
For your information, you overgrown reptile, you can easily talk to me.
Just think, just 'cause I'm on your side now, doesn't mean I won't swing. Just 'cause you have my weapon, doesn't mean I need it. I'd pay me a bit more respect. We're on the same side now.
I could say the same to you, you know. I thought death would make you a little bit more humble.
You just insulted him.
I was. But now that you've, well, been a little bit less than kind towards me, I will respond in kind. So who's the one that runs this place when y'all aren't here? I'm guessing I have to go talk to him.
John, would John know where Darius usually hangs out at?
Oh yeah, everyone knows where he is. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, John would try to be a bit considerate to Ryu, because he knows how hard he works.
It's also Darius' day off, though.
Oh wait, shit,
Yeah.
is it? Oh shit,
This
I
is
forgot
one
about
day
that.
I forced him to take a day off.
There is someone there who will be able to deal with it, just not
You know
as
what?
well.
Send him to the Bandit King. Bandit King's also a second in charge, as far as I care.
You know what? You're probably right. So
Yeah.
I'll just say,
Or,
go.
if you don't trust me, I can stick with you.
I'd rather have to not put up with your overwhelming stench. Go talk to Zelvik, the bandit.
You
king.
smell more than me. And he walks off.
That actually would make sense because your fire could smoke. I don't want to be that guy.
And
Actually,
also
that does
honey
make sense.
badger.
Yeah, God.
I also feel like he would. It's that thing of like another thing of he didn't mention it, but can you even fucking smell? Your fire.
That's true. I actually,
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
honey
consider
badger.
that.
He's still mostly fire though. He just has a honey badger form.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so that's Kish. He's back.
Got it. Cool.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, John will just kind of continue walking towards the tavern, but he's just like grumbling under his breath about the whole situation.
Yeah, so Kish, the Argonian, has been converted by the Solar King forcibly because he got access to the guy's proper soul and was like, oh, I can fix this. Or I can incinerate it. Nah, fuck it.
I do find that really
Yeah.
funny about this whole dynamic. The short person and the tall person really fucking hate each other.
I mean, he's just neutral to you. It's like it's a one-way street. You insult him, so he fires back.
I regret nothing. That's all I'm gonna say. I regret nothing. All right, tavern.
Oh god, yeah, no.
Okay, so like I was saying earlier, do I draw any attention when I enter the tavern?
Let me see.
Panda beats the
Okay.
shit out of it.
Huh?
The fucking panda, just the one that won the duel, is just still in there.
Yup. The panda is there.
All right.
You would
Thank you,
see
Yule
Mill is there. You would now see a different guy. And you would be seeing a giant dog that is sitting behind him.
Okay.
Which is this guy. He is, I will write in, he's new. It's just just that thing of I've checked and there, yep, he's here, which is, yep, this is, one of the Merton guards.
Gotcha.
He's a big old doggo.
Out of curiosity, do I have trouble getting on the bar stool?
So the bar stools sit at probably about 4 feet normally.
Okay, thank God.
Well, no, so you have to like basically hop your height to get onto them.
Oh yeah.
So it's a bit of a bitch, but you can get up onto them.
Got it. I'll hop on and I'll just try to get Stella's attention.
Yeah, you would see You would see, as you look around, you would see, I believe he was sent here, which is Steven. I think he was told to go here.
Yes, he was told to go here to find Jasmine.
Yeah, so you would see Steven here talking to Jasmine, who just has this thing of, like, she looks more confused. Like, she's like, wait, why were you sent to... Who the fuck are you? What? Okay, I guess I'll help. I don't... Fuck, okay.
I guess you're my problem now.
Yeah, I'll happily teach you. Like, it's a fucking... So he's going to become a bard. You would be seeing, you would see Sella walk over towards you, John, and you see her look at you, and then she just kind of stares at you for a couple seconds. She goes, John.
Okay, I know the elephant in the room. I know I look different now, but yes, yeah, I'm so John Sean, I assure you.
Okay. I wanted to make sure you were aware that you look like a badger.
Long story. Let's just leave it
Okay.
at that if you don't mind.
Okay, I didn't know if this was just something you did on accident and you didn't know it was happening.
No, I assure you, I had no choice in this.
Okay. That makes sense.
Anyways, I wanted to ask you about the status of that grease I suggested.
Oh, yes. Kyo's been gathering some, but it's gonna take several days to get enough grease for any of it to be worthwhile.
Oh.
But
Understood.
when y'all leave, there'll definitely be enough for you to have probably a bottle. So for one quick use, if you use it sparingly, maybe two, or to really burn someone to death. Up to you.
That's not really my style personally, but whatever the occasion calls for, I suppose.
Also, from what I understand, something that Zelvik started doing is he started, he called it, I don't know what he called it, but he started using a little machine he built a little bit ago. He started producing lantern oil, which seems to be quite flammable. So that might also be able to help you. But
Really?
he seems to be using it to power some machine he's working on. Or some piece of equipment. I don't know. He stopped working on it because he ran out of materials, from what I understand.
John would cross his arms and he would just say, well, I had a conversation with him recently. He instructed me that he has been out of materials for quite some time. Maybe next time he gets those materials, I'll ask him more about it. I'd feel bad to ask for that now when he's already running on low.
I think he's honestly... I think he ran dry first, but he was able to keep working because the blacksmith had materials, and now the blacksmith is out. So.
Oh, duly noted. All right,
So
then.
yeah, that's that.
Very well. Thank you for the update. I have some business to attend to, so please take care of yourself.
Good luck.
Can I put
Also,
a side note in? Oh,
Huh.
sorry, my bad. Well, this is gonna slightly sidetrack, but it's just a fun little thing that I thought about. Man's definitely playing kickball with like just the
Oh.
fucking neighborhood kids in Nosaki.
Hell yeah.
So, I'm gonna
Marvelous.
Hell yeah.
walk over to the panda,
Uh-huh.
and I'll just say, without like that same primal expression back on, just, hey, sorry to keep you waiting. You still want that fight?
Yeah.
Then follow me to the training grounds then.
Grand. And he'd get up, and you would then see, as he gets up, you'd see the guy with the giant wolf also get up and start following y'all.
Oh no.
I'll
It's
turn
probably
to
the guard going, no, hold on, I'm gonna just be there just in case.
I'll turn to the new guard and I'll just say, and you are?
Oh. Yeah, let me grab his name. Because I gave him his name. I gotta find it again.
Gotcha.
he would look over and he would go, "Name's Trice, and this is Alina." He would motion to the giant doggo.
John, hope you don't mind I borrow your companion for a few minutes. I tend to prefer to honor my commitments that I make.
That's fine. I'm just gonna come along to make sure no one gets hurt.
Fair
No one gets unnecessarily hurt, other than the one who signed himself up for this, which is you.
I'm aware of that last detail, but fair enough.
He would just go here like, I will be honest, we kept him locked up pretty tight, so best of luck.
Oh no.
Fine. Not expecting to win. I just gotta get you used to something new to me real as fast as I possibly can.
Yeah, well, I hope you know how to fly.
I do actually.
Oh, then you might not die.
Cool. It might be worth mentioning that the guard is just in this fire badger just not give a shit.
That's fair. You would see as Price is walking, you would see Alina disappear as she would devolve into kind of golden light.
Oh, neat.
Ooh, celestial summon.
Yep.
That would check.
Yep, sub-celest, which means that this guy is more than... It's that thing of, all right, got it. He might not have much health, but Alina would be a bitch to kill. That doggo probably has a lot of health. But yeah, Trice would kind of stand off to the side as y'all get to the training grounds, and Alina would reappear, just sitting next to him. Which Alina is about 8 feet, is nearly 9 feet tall, so nearly 9 feet tall standing. So sitting, she's got a little bit more height.
I will talk to the panda guy, and I'll just say, here's how it should go. Your guard over there will act as a referee. Would you mind stopping a fight once you're positive one of us is about to take it too far? Because I don't know if either one of us is going to stop normally.
Got it. Consider it done. Considering you seem both pretty barbaric, I'm gonna be honest, yes, Alina will stop this fight.
I'll take out my weapons, and I'll just say to the panda alright, let's fucking go!
You see the panda crack his knuckles. As he gets prepared too. As he's got just his hands.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm gonna try!
As, alright, cool. This is gonna be fun.
Shall I
Alright.
roll my initiative, Mr. DM?
Yes.
Understood.
Alright.
Changing music.
Oh my god, that was a good roll. That's a 21.
Alright.
But is it enough?
I'm not expecting it to. With a +2 modifier, I'm just shocked I got a nat 19.
That's fair. I will be sad to tell you, he got a nat 17.
Ah, unfortunate.
Yes, but also you would be able to figure out something very quickly. When you start fighting him, you would very quickly be able to figure out, what his class is, or classes, I should say.
Oh no.
I have a feeling.
As you see, Mel as he starts off the fight, you're starting off pretty fast. It's as you're starting to get ready, he's already next to you.
Understood.
As you see, as he starts moving, you see you see him let out a exhale, as you would see a bit of as with his bonus action, he will rage, and then he will throw 2 unarmed strikes.
Oh no.
Okay. Can I
As
reactionary rage?
You can give me a dex save
Sure. 1 minute.
to rage in time. That's how I run reactionary rages.
Fair enough.
It's to see if you get it off For the first hit or the second hit? That's more what that
13.
determines. 13. Okay, so let me see how fast his first punch is coming. Okay, got it. Cool, so you will get it off in time.
Yippee!
As you are fighting a monk barbarian.
I knew it. I had a feeling.
He has weapons because he's proficient, because he's a barbarian, but he prefers to fight with his hands. Alright, let me see. As he will throw his 2 punches with his normal attack. What's your AC, John?
17.
Okay. I'm doing math.
Okay.
Okay, I think, if I am correct, his first punch will... Are you sure it's 17? I thought it was higher.
So what happened was because I swapped shields, that was 1 AC point lower, and after swapping the Honey Badger, my dex got lowered to 14, which dropped me down another AC point.
Oh, right. Honey badgers aren't as dexterous, but they're strong.
Gotcha.
I do get 2
Right.
strength though, so it kind of balances out weirdly.
Okay. Yeah. Right, honey badgers have a lot of stat maneuvering because they are naturally very strong and very con focused. I would have thought your con would have gone up, or did you already cap
did.
it out? Okay.
Wait, let me check. Yeah, it did, but it didn't change the AC.
Sad.
Oh well.
Alright, so he will manage to hit you with both of his punches.
Okay.
But you will only take half damage because, you know,
Range.
rage. Yeah, so, the first one would be... So, from his first punch, you would take 5 bludgeoning. That's already halved.
Okay.
And from his second punch, you would take, 9 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And that is also halved already.
Alright.
And that's the end of his turn.
Okay. Time to cook. I use a bonus action to use a charge on the cleaver to bump it up to a 7d12. And I am going to activate a new special, Fury of the Feral, to attack up to 4 times this turn.
So, it would attack... You would attack 3 times, because it would bump you up 1.
I would attack
That's-
up to 3 times this turn.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Each charge adds 1 multi-attack. So, yeah.
Alright, gotcha. Here comes the first attack. Here comes the second attack. That's a nat 20. And here comes the third attack. Alright. That's a 19, a nat 20, and an 18.
Okay. So, with the 19, let me do some quick math.
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 Math. His AC is decent because of what he is.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has 2 different unarmored bonuses activating at once. Luckily for you, one of those he is slightly neglected
Mm-hmm.
because he's been in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Which is his dex. So the 19 and 18 will miss, but the nat 20 will hit. But because of how Ritu works,
Alright.
you will activate on the nat 20, so you can roll that damage. You can roll the damage, and then we'll just double it. 'Cause that's the crit. Ritu activates on fucking charge usage.
Okay. So 7d12 per normal, just to be clear.
Yes, just 7d12, and then we'll double it. Which
Alright, that's 14 plus 30. So altogether that's 44, and I know you were usually cool with doubling all the damage together, so that's 88 damage.
yeah, so you've seen where the Argonian was going to be terrifying if he ever scored a crit.
Understandable. I
Yeah.
forgot to mention this, but I did kind of want to flavor John Sean's rage a little bit differently.
Yeah, what's up?
I how should I put this? I was thinking you just kind of just effectively roar a little bit.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Angered honey badger scream.
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
He will just fucking he's like, how I'm kind of choosing to interpret his new honey badger side is that he's like fucking more ready for fighting. That's how I'm choosing to flavor it.
Oh yeah, that's also incredibly accurate to honey badgers. Also I'm looking at it. This fucking panda got really lucky because you rolled low on your 70-12s.
I really did.
Yeah. So yeah. So you hit him in the you hit him with the 88 slashing.
One more thing. So his eyes, there would just be like, actually, no, never mind. Actually, forget what I say. Please continue. Sorry.
All right, cool.
I'll forget everything.
Okay.
You would see as the panda gets hit, as you essentially like hack into his side, then you essentially would slash him, like across the chest, across the gut, and you would definitely be able to tell because of him raging earlier. He's resistant to the slashing, but he didn't have the bear fucking aura come off of him, so he's not a totem barbarian, thankfully. So elementals are still gonna. You would see him as he would actually take a step back after that hit, because I don't care who you are, that is going to hurt. And he would just go, "Alright, time for the fun part then." As you would see the panda take, as he would essentially lift his right leg up, and you would see him stomp as the ground around him would crack.
It seems familiar.
As he would then put his arms out to the side, as he would lift up his arms, as you would see two stone pillars come out of the ground behind him.
Okay.
As he just goes, "Time for my special one, crush!" As he bell claps, as he claps in front of you, and the two pillars come from either side and slam into you. Dex save.
Flaming barrier?
Dex save or flaming barrier. It's supposed to be a dex save.
Can I do flaming barrier just because I'll get more of a modifier?
If you would like. I can't guarantee it to work. Actually, no, it would. It would. You just have to beat his crush. So yeah.
Okay, got
To
it.
beat the DC.
Right.
Which is something.
Here comes first roll. I would like to use a lucky charge.
Mm-hmm.
For context viewers, that was a dirty 10. Here comes the second
Context
one.
viewers, that's a fail.
For context viewers, I'm using another lucky charge because that's a dirty 13.
Oh my god.
And thus begins the use
For
of all the lucky
context
charges.
viewers,
Oh my
I'm
god.
using my last lucky charge because that was a dirty 12.
Oh,
Alright, I'm gonna roll physical. I'm gonna roll physical for this one. Hang on.
You haven't been rolling physical?
No.
Alright. And that is 38. I take the damage.
Alright, yeah.
I tried.
You tried, man. You tried.
That's fair. That's fair. You would see as these two pillars would come in from either side, and as they would slam into your shoulders, you would see them both. They would essentially crush into you and then shatter, and then essentially, you would realize this is a mix of bludgeoning and slashing damage, because half of it's bludgeoning from its slamming into you, and then the pillars break apart, and then the rubble crosses on either side of you and slashes you. So even if you fight someone who would be resistant to slashing naturally, or piercing, like a deep sea trident, they are still gonna get fucked up by the bludgeoning.
Makes sense.
So yeah, let me roll his damage. Hi,
Alright,
Steven.
I
I'm
got
gonna
the
use
hit
your
points.
cheat.
Shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully,
Yeah.
maybe. I'm coping.
That's
Chat,
fair.
I'm coping.
Alright, so that is you. I'm gonna have this for you.
Alright, appreciate
That
it.
is 15 bludgeoning
Okay.
and 12 slashing.
Got it.
And then that was his main action. With his bonus action, he would go, and now for the fun part. As this fucking pillars start to fade away and the dust starts to clear, you would look forward and basically just see him just with a fucking rising uppercut for your chin. As with his bonus action, he is going to attempt to send you to the moon.
Okay.
John, this is a weird one for you. You basically pull your nose into your body. And his fist misses you by that much.
Yo!
As he will miss you by 1.
Yo!
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh, dude, it worked.
Honestly, I feel like after that, Joshua would just smile. He'll just like grin like a battle-hungry maniac after that moment.
That's fair. That's most badgers. I'm gonna be real. That's why Fig loves fighting. So yeah, you would just see Mill just get this fucking grin of, oh, I actually miss. That's a first.
Hey, me, worth the opponent. What's up, man?
So yeah, he missed. All right, John, you're up.
Time to fucking cook. Okay. What can I do here? Okay. First of all, I'm gonna use my bonus action. And I am going to now that I'm raging, I'll expand a rage slot to get my cleaver on fire for even more damage. And I'll use my special to use Fury of the Pharaoh again. And for my main action, well, you guys might not never guess this, but I'm going to swing at him.
Wow.
I know.
Shocker.
What the fuck? Why?
What has he ever done?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? He doesn't deserve that.
Dude,
Okay,
top 10
here
reasons
comes-
to cancel John Sean.
Alright, here comes
Also,
the first
John,
attack.
I have a question. As you're going, this is just a little question I have because I just realized I need to ask this. How is your health bar?
How
Not
do you
something
believe
I
look?
want to hear a DM ask.
Believe it or not, I still have over half of it. I'm on 63 health.
Okay. Okay.
So you're not even disheveled yet.
Yeah, no, John's getting into this. Genuinely.
Oh yeah.
So
Yes,
the first
health.
attack is a nat 19 plus 9. I'm assuming that hits.
Barely. No, I'm kidding. That hits.
Shut up.
I mean, for all we know, it could barely hit.
Alright, here comes my second attack. That's gonna miss. That's a nat 5. And for my third attack, I will probably miss. That's a nat 6.
Okay.
So one of the attacks hit at the very least.
So what did you get for your attacks?
First was a
Oh, the
hit.
nat 19. Yes, that one will
Nat-
hit. The 28. That will
plus
hit.
9. And the other two rolls, I got a nat 5 and a nat 6. Which
Okay,
I'm
that's
assuming
fair.
obviously doesn't.
Yeah, no, those will miss.
Okay. Give me 5 seconds to roll.
Okay, I now actually know what his AC is. I had to literally sit there and do the math because I was like, no, there's 3 modifiers on top of this motherfucker's health, like on top of it. So what his AC would be?
Okay, I have not this is not halved, but altogether, that
I
is
will.
61 damage, I believe.
Okay, so I will have the. So that's plus that. Then that would be because some of this would be halved and some of it wouldn't be.
Right.
So that's why I'm having to actually look. Yeah, so the fire's
Yeah.
bypassing his rage. The 30. So that would be for. Plus 19. Cool. 19 additional slashing damage. Cool. I know how much damage you've done to him.
Yippee!
Yeah, when that it's like when the slashing hits, he doesn't really seem to care too much. And then when the fucking fire hits, he kind of grimaces a bit, like, you fuck.
Yippee! I'm hurting him!
Yeah.
Hell
You're
yeah.
Yeah, you're
Alright.
fighting another tanky person.
That's not generally something that you want to hear.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I will end my turn.
Alright, cool. So, you would see this guy here. You would see him reach down and touch the ground. As it kind of like, it almost looks like he stumbles back and kind of reaches down to catch himself, is kind of what First John thinks.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see him grip the dirt.
Oh no.
And the ground begins to morph and change.
Uh-oh.
As he starts to stand back up, as he starts to pull a weapon out of the ground. As he pulls a giant maul out of the ground and sets it on his shoulder.
Uh-oh.
As what you would realize is you are dealing with an Earthbreaker Barbarian.
Oh no.
He is the same class as Grumpy.
Rip.
Understood.
As he just goes, alright, well here's for the fun part. As he grips it with both hands over his head and just basically does an overhead slam on the ground.
Okay.
As, John, he hits the ground directly in front of you. It doesn't look like he was trying to hit you with this.
Okay.
And then you would realize he wasn't. Because then, in a 30-foot radius around him, the ground explodes.
Awesome.
As he causes effectively an earthquake.
Okay, got it.
Dex, safe.
Am I allowed to do Flaming Barrier again?
Yes, you can. You can
Alright.
try. Yeah, by the way, this is 2 mana slots used.
I know, don't worry.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure.
Alright. Come on. Come on. Come on.
I have the
Shit.
DC in mind.
That's a 13.
Fuck. Alright. The ground would erupt around you. You take. I think this is the damage die for this attack. Because I do not actually have. I did not make a sheet for this man. Because I don't think y'all ever work with him. So I didn't want to waste the sheet slots.
Fair. No, that's actually fair. They can't be mad about that.
Alright, so that would be. I'm doing the math in my head. That's a lot of piercing. That's a lot of bludgeoning damage.
Raging, right? Raging,
Yeah.
raging's so nice. Yeah, I like raging.
Yeah, no,
like
it really is.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah, great. So how's 27 bludgeoning sound? And that's already halved.
Oh my god.
I'm still standing. I'm still alive.
As he takes a step forward, and with his bonus action, he is going to, as you see him then using the hammer, because it's still in the ground, using the hammer almost like a launching position, he pulls himself forward and fucking drop kicks you.
Okay.
He's still a monk.
Of course.
It's just he's realized he needs to use more of his barbarian side to deal with you.
Makes sense.
Both of those will hit. And also, I'm gonna need a strength save, John.
Alright, luckily because I'm raging, that's advantage.
Maybe.
You know, it is. It is. I decided that.
Bitch, I will give you double disadvantage.
Alright. Here it comes. And that is a 17.
Alright, cool. That is, let me double check something with you, John. Okay. So you would normally, if you were fighting at his level that he is, that would not be enough. But because you are a lower level than him, his DCs are lowered, so that it's not as unfair. Because I don't know if it's fair to make you fight someone who's like more than 10 levels stronger than you.
Oh, he's after
No,
like
that's
3.
not.
Yay!
Yeah, so you won't get sent flying. You will only get sent sliding backwards 10 feet.
Okay, fair enough.
Instead of getting launched backwards 40.
Funnily enough, it wouldn't have mattered because now my walking speed is 50 feet.
Yes, because honey badgers are fast little bastards. Fun fact, I looked up how fast those little bastards are. They can run at like 32 like kilometers an hour. Like they're fucking insane.
They're fast.
They can chase down a car.
I believe it.
I might be wrong or I might be misremembering, but I do remember they're fast. Okay, so that would be that will be 13 bludgeoning to you from his kicks, and that's already halved with both of them hidden.
I'm still standing!
How
For
much health
context,
do you have left?
22.
Okay, hold on, let me roll for something.
Honey
Alright.
badgers can run up to 30 kilometers an hour,
I was close. I said 32, I was close.
which translates to 19 miles per hour.
Fucking hell.
So they fast little fucks.
At this point, it would be as John, as you were kind of sliding backwards, you would then see Elena, the wolf, lunge forward and shoulder check the fucking panda. And knock him down, and just sort of like, alright, that's enough. That's fucking enough.
Gotcha.
As you see the panda just look like, alright, sorry. As you see the hammer melt away.
As John's flames just kind of cool down, he'll just kind of flop on his back, just going, whew. He will. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You would see Tice, the because I should mention this because this wasn't mentioned earlier. Tice is a wood elf, so you would see him walk over to you and he would hold out a hand to help you up.
I will accept it, and as he's helping me get up, I'm laughing actually.
Hell yeah.
Like, sorry. I'll turn to the panda. That was just one of the most refreshing things I've done in bloody forever. Thank you for that. I really mean it.
You would see as Tice is helping you up. You are seeing Elena, the wolf, grab Mill by the shoulder in her jaw and lift him to his feet. It's like, yes, you got the wood elf to help you. The giant wolf is helping up the panda. As yeah, you would see the Mill would look at you like, that was fun. I haven't had a good fight in a few years. I'd say I'm a bit rusty.
I'll walk over to him and I'll just say, well, recently I've lost a lot of my memories and a lot of my fighting techniques. I would need someone like you to help continue training with, to try and relearn them slowly. I'll extend my hand to him and I'll just say, Can we fight again, please?
Sure, why not? Alright, and he'd give you a, he'd shake your hand, and you'd realize he has a pretty strong fucking grip, because he's probably a strength-based monk.
Understandable.
And then also, yeah?
Sorry, I was gonna say, also for context, I meant fight again some other time. Important distinction to make there.
Yeah. He doesn't want to fight you again right now, not when there's a giant wolf telling him not to.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
That's why I feel something similar.
Yeah, he's like, alright, the dog has said stop. I'm good. This is one of the few animals I don't want to fight. It's one of the few things I don't want to fight, because this fucking wood elf is infuriating to fight. More than likely. And you would just see Mill and Tice would walk as yes, Mill would agree to fight you again, and then he would head off to clean off the blood.
Understandable.
I love blood.
I will thank Tyson though for going through the trouble for both of us before he leaves.
Yeah, no, he'd let you know. He'd be like, "Oh, don't worry. I had to deal with." And ironically, one thing that we did at the prison was we let a few of the prisoners fight. It was sort of like a organized fighting to let them blow off steam, and so they wouldn't cause as many riots. So, I'm more than used to watching these. And Alina has more than once had to break up a fight between Mill and somebody else. You stood your ground. Good job. You didn't last as long as some of the other prisoners would, but then again, that's a maximum security prison. We're dealing with people that are quite strong. So.
Well, you know something, Tice? It has not been a good week for me lately. So, to stand my ground against an overwhelmingly tough opponent fills me up with confidence a little bit.
It should. From what I know, he's quite adept in both, but he was first a barbarian and then he backed into monk to kind of help control his anger. It didn't work. He's just... And then Tice would give it a smile and then he'd walk off. It's like a small smile, but it's still there.
I'll give like a friendly wave to him and I'll like bow my head to Alina.
Yeah, Alina gives like an exhale, like the big dog that she is.
I'll take it.
Yeah, and then she gives like a shoulder, like she kind of lowers her head and kind of nudges it into Mill's back to get him moving.
Hey, DM.
Uh-huh.
Just a random thought. Could we just have a fucking kickball just go flying through the fucking air?
Yeah, hold on, let me roll.
Just for there.
Yeah, you see this kickball that's like a good, like, it's a decent sized kickball go flying through the air, and then you just see it crack through through a rift in reality. Yeah. And then it disappears. It's like, all right. Somebody recalled the kickball.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool. I have a hang on. I'm actually gonna pull up the DMs from the group really fast because my brain's already failing me.
Hell. All right, yeah, I can turn off the fighting music. It's gone. Fighting music's gone. Yippee. Bongos.
Oh my god.
Okay, I know what I want to do next, Acrid. So
Okay.
I want to go find somewhere quiet, probably like my tavern room, if anything.
Okay.
And I want to do a quick checkup on Thrilla, the funny guy inside my rank.
Oh yeah, Philoth. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, you would get to go and talk to Philoth. So, you would go and meditate, and you would get pulled into his domain. Now, I'm gonna say this because my throat's a little bit fucked up. I'm not gonna be doing his voice.
That's very understandable.
His voice, his and Mollis's. I still tried to do Mollis's yesterday, but even that much strain on my throat.
Gotcha. So John would just kind of completely forget the elephant in the room, himself, and he'll just kind of go, "Hello, Philip. How have you been?"
I've been fine. And how are you doing?
He'll just kind of point to himself, and he'll just say, "Don't suppose my new appearance is any, answer for you there?"
All right. I will be honest, I noticed that change because I could see it, but I didn't know if it was permanent or not. I'm gauging now that it is.
I've talked with a few others about it. It might be up in the air if one day if I could return to my state, but I just had one hell of a doozy battle. I think it mostly helped from this new side of me, my new honey badger side. So if it ends up helping everyone in the long run, I think I could at least learn a little bit. Although I'm not gonna be, it's gonna take me a minute to get used to being short again.
This is implying, you said again, that's implying that you have been short at one point?
Remember the beginning of the campaign?
I don't.
He was like 4'10" or something like that.
What happened that changed this? I don't remember this.
Basically, it was when John had that whole personality change when the Lantern Keeper helped him get some of his old personality back.
Yeah, I didn't know
When
he
he
grew
increased
in
his height
height.
a little bit.
Why'd he grow in height?
Honestly, I don't really have an answer for you on that one. It's just, why not?
Okay.
Mhm.
I never noticed that bit. I'm gonna be honest.
Fair enough.
This is news to me too. Anyways. I...
Okay, so we're
I'm pretty confident I said it out loud verbally. So
I'm
all
pretty sure
the-
you probably did. I
You
just
probably
probably
did.
forgot.
Yeah,
I was
probably
gonna
just
give
forgot
both of
to.
you credit by just saying I know so much goes on in this campaign, so you just probably forgot about it.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the tinier details. Have a
Can't
chance
escape.
To be. Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
John would just then continue to say, "Well, I just wanted to check in with you. I thought maybe you might be lonely. Unless you want to make small talk or something like that."
I have a. I guess you could call it a task to worry about in the future.
Hmm?
But it is something I've noticed about your world.
I'm listening.
There is a strange energy source coming from one of your cities. I wouldn't... Or coming from nearby, other than the apocalyptic energy I've detected. This is something different. Near
What-
the...
Huh.
And he would kind of move his hand, like kind of move his arm, and you would see sort of like a map appear, form out of like this black and inky kind of texture. It has stars moving in it. And each stars kind of moves to where a city would be, so it looks like a normal map. And he would go, "This city, from what I have heard, is known as called. Towards the river's split, I have detected a high energy source that seems quite powerful. I do not recognize it as being anything connected to the corruption. It might be worth investigating."
How intriguing! I mean, an energy source that you don't recognize? Now this sounds like the start of an interesting adventure. Yeah, I'll be happy to look into it.
Grand.
Could you?
Wonderful.
Is there any way to maybe describe the energy source a little bit more? You say, if I understand correctly, that it's on par with the weirdness of the apocalyptic energy, but not quite the same?
It is... The energy is exuding from what is either a powerful creature or a powerful person, if I had to guess. And the energy seems to be dampened as if they are slumbering. Whatever is there isn't aware anything has happened. I do not know if the corruption is slowly affecting them, but it might be better to sort that out fast. Once you're prepared to leave, it might be worth dealing with.
Completely understood. Alright then, I still have some other people I need to get in contact with. Was that all you wanted to mention to me?
Let me check it one last time.
Take your time. He gives him like a very, like a cute honey
Yeah.
badger smile.
Yeah, you can definitely tell. It's Thiloth being a cosmic horror. He's experienced a lot of different types of energy. But sometimes he'll forget about certain ones. And a lot of Eldritch gods are cosmic horrors that just become Eldritch gods. You would see him, from what I can tell, I have only seen this energy once before in a world I passed by. It is connected to something eldritch, but different than, say, the Lost Gods or the Omnipotent that is destroying this planet. They are different.
Oh.
They are a different eldritch god, and they do not have a connection to this world yet. But perhaps, if you awaken whatever is within that area, that might change.
Okay, and where is this again?
The river splits nearby Cole. About a day out.
Got
So
that.
yeah,
Sounds intriguing.
literally, so if you guys look at the map, it is quite literally there is a split. There is a like a Y in the river near Called. I guess 2 rivers that go by Called. He's talking about basically in that little Y section. There's a high energy source coming from that area. So yeah, Thiloth is giving you a hint that this is a good area to go to.
Okay, got it.
Ew. Hell yeah.
I'm calling out D&D Beyond. Motherfuckers, fix your notes.
Yeah, I was gonna
Please
go to write
fix
it.
them.
It's been
I'm
broken.
going insane.
To give you an answer, because Dylan was answering you like me like that while you're telling me, saying the whole thing, because he was like, "Hey, I can't write this down. It's not letting me write it down. Is it a bug or something?" I'm like, just for an answer, it has been down for a week now, and it is pissing me off.
D&D
Genuinely
Beyond,
haven't
please
noticed.
fix your shit. Please.
Yeah.
So, funny enough, want to know a fun answer about this? This is a problem that they've had multiple times within the past few years. If they get it fixed, and it shows up again, because they keep doing temporary fixes. Fix it properly, dumbass.
Please.
All right.
This is a cry for help from D&D players.
Yes.
If that's all from Thrilloth, John would just kind of wave goodbye to him.
Yep, and you get sent back to your body.
And next, now that it's been a minute, I do want to go talk with the Solar King. I also feel like John also really wants to ask about certain Argonian.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That might be worth talking about. I
I
don't
think
know.
it's good being able to get a hold of pillars and making them into like useful people. Honestly, that's really fucking good.
For the record, I do genuinely agree with that. Speaking as a player, I know that's a good thing in the long run. This is just more in for a character thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
I
fair.
Oh
figured,
yeah,
I
that's
figured.
100% fair.
Yeah, so you would head to the Solar King. And this time, when you show up, he seems a lot less annoyed. Which is probably because you were actually successful this time. You were actually successful and you did your tasks.
Fair. John will just say, apologies again for what happened earlier, by the way, the misunderstanding.
It happens. I should have been more clear.
I'll try to ask more questions. I know I'm not the brightest tool in the shed.
At least you admit it.
Anyways, so...
That's also not usually how the saying goes.
Oh boy.
So, you can convert enemies now?
Well,
I ran into the
I will-
Argonian, and I was
yes,
quite
I
shocked.
sent him to you. I sent him to you. I will be honest, I didn't expect that to work. I received that soul from, I believe it was your companion, Rio. I received the soul, and I have several options with a soul. I can set it in a vault in a sort of holding area. I place the souls of my followers to keep them safe and away from other gods. Or I could put it in a fuel area to eventually be converted into something else. Or I could, as I did, attempt to purify it.
Fix it.
Huh.
I managed, to my own surprise, a little bit, I won't lie, to fix it.
What? Oh,
Mhm.
sorry, go ahead. I just
Yeah,
realized
no.
something.
Yeah, no, it's really that thing of you're basically hearing him say, yeah, no, I'm gonna be real. I didn't expect it to work. It did, though.
John was... all of a sudden, it's kind of like that anime where it's like a flash of lightning goes through his head as John realizes something.
I thought you
John
were
will
the
just
fire.
get... John will get up, and he'll just say, if
Hello, Rena.
by any chance it worked, would you say it might be possible to do it again?
Possibly. If I fail, it may destroy the soul, but considering these are opponents of yours and people who are threats, it's worth the risk, in my opinion.
John would suddenly look happy, actually. And he'll just
And I'm
say,
more than willing to do it again if you send the soul to me. It grants me another follower, so in the end of the day, it is a benefit to me.
he'll just say, by any chance, what's your policy on recruiting devils, by any chance?
Okay, let me do it. Do you have anything? That's not something I'd ever thought about. Hold on. Let me...
Congratulations!
You
You
know what,
brought up a thing that he never considered.
You know what? I'll elaborate really quick for John. He'll just say, I'm asking because, well, a friend of mine, well, at least I thought we were friends or something like that. I found out that they swapped over to the enemy side really quick. I've been trying to rack my head on, he would be like pacing around the room, on how to stop her, but I don't know if she really is part of the bad guys, then I mean, then we have to kill her, right? But if you can possibly purify souls, then maybe that might mean there's a chance to save her, actually.
I have no problem with devils, and yes.
John would just look really excited at hearing this, and he'll just say, oh, it's not over yet. She can still be saved. Yes!
Well, I'm happy to have pleased you with that. And I do apologize if the Argonian startled you.
John would just kind of shift his expression from excitement to kind of like his eyes kind of squint a little bit like, yeah, you think?
He was like, I didn't exactly... Several things were occurring at once earlier, and I needed to get that soul out of the way so I could work on something else. So I quickly sent it to my followers on the planet. There are only 3. You, Solar Knight, and the Solar Priest. The Knight, I wasn't as focused on giving it to him as I don't know if he's on a quest. I can't check immediately. I did not have the time. But it went to you instead, and, yeah, it's just one of those, like, yeah.
Just one of those, how else do you want me to say it?
John would just kind of shrug, and he'll just say, I mean, I'll just be upfront. Do I have to get along with him? Do you want me to help him?
That is completely up to you. I do know that he would be more than helpful, but if you do not want to get along with him, that is completely your decision. Though I would recommend making sure you don't make an enemy out of him. From what I can read off of his personality and the way he works, he is more than willing to swing on his allies if he needs to prove a point.
Oh no.
Ah, dear.
And from what I can tell, there are several people in your allies that are willing to do that. If someone disrespects them enough, or they do not have enough respect for them, they will swing if they need to prove a point, or if you cause enough problems for them.
I mean, honest talk, I mean, I really would prefer not to adventure with him. Something about them just, I don't know, it just gets under my skin. It's hard for me to explain it, but I don't know. It's like, have you ever had a friend that you know who could be so much better, but you know deep down they're not going to change? It's been like, I mean, not that I think of him as a friend, but I don't know, but I do see him as another warrior at the end of the day.
I think it is important for you to remember who he was around for the majority of his life.
Oh,
He existed around Rashiata Tagash for over 1,000 years.
Look, I'll think about it, but I will take your warning in mind and I'll attempt to back off him.
I would also mention, I've taken a look at some of your other companions. Another one who is similar in that nature, who it might be good to get in better relations with.
God is thinking to himself, don't say Noki, don't say Noki, don't say Noki.
Yeah, no, he doesn't care about not other followers of gods. That's not his problem. He would just go, and from what I can tell with you, you don't seem to like him. But the Lich, Geniax Jinx, from what I can tell with his personality, if you are around him and he dislikes you enough, if you are weakened enough, he will strike you to kill. That is his personality. If he does not view you as useful enough to keep around, he will kill you. And he will continue to kill you until you run out of lifelines. He will hunt you until you are gone for good. He is someone you do not want on the bad side of.
John's expression can be described as his optimism is being tested right now.
I will say this is just me as a player speculating. If there's any NPC I can see doing this, it would be this guy, because this is the guy, from my understanding, that has continued to attack the same country, Votherin, after dying over 200 fucking times over the span of how many years?
He's been going for 200 years. It is not known how many times he has died.
Yeah, I'm just guessing at this point. But he's been trying to solo a country, and he's been making progress, which is the problem.
John would respond by saying, I hear you, I really do, but I've seen that fellow around. I really don't know where to start. I mean, he swung his sword at me and... Well, I'm going to be honest, his smile reminded me of a very unsettling vixen scientist.
From what I can tell with his personality, you jumped through a window of a tavern full of people surviving the apocalypse. But from what I can tell, and this is something I think you didn't realize, which is fair, which is why I'm mentioning it, he was swinging to be non-lethal. You have several companions who would have swung to be lethal, because you startled them. The Lich, despite his appearances as being fiendish almost, in some of the ways he smiles, he was not aiming to kill you. Maybe to stun you, or knock you unconscious, as he did not know if you were a threat. But he was not aiming to kill you. I do not know if it is the same now because of how the two of you have interacted.
I mean, if anything, I just sort of ignored him. I mean, I didn't really have anything I wanted to say to him. I don't know if he noticed or not.
He probably did.
Oh, dear.
But that is just something I have taken note of. And I'm not saying you need to be best companions with him, but not getting on his bad side would be a smart decision.
No,
and considering he is a lich, he will form an opinion quickly and then be unwilling to change it.
Joy. Sorry, it's just that I just suddenly started getting more grateful for my friendship with Fig all of a sudden. It's nice to talk with someone who's not complicated all the time.
Oh no, out of everyone, he is the most simplistic fellow you can know.
Yeah, no,
from what I can tell.
Yeah, no, I was planning to look for him. Yeah, no, I'm suddenly especially glad I'm friends with someone like him. Most of the people here are, I mean,
most of them have the intelligence to be more unique than Fig.
I mean, look, I'm not trying to say everyone should be happy as I am, but my gosh, sometimes it really does feel like I'm the only optimistic one around these parts.
From what I can tell, Geniax is a very optimistic fellow. You just need to get to know him.
Look, I've had an experience with a woman lately that taught me that smiles can mean several different things lately, alright?
Ah, yes, the
Look,
Divina follower.
John would just kind of point to himself and he'll just say, by the way, do you like the new look?
It's different. But I would
That
say...
feels like a no.
he would just go, It does feel like it would be slightly more fitting now, considering you have spec'd into more of a barbaric trait from me. So I can't deny it is fitting due to the fact that that race in general is naturally barbaric.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that, I don't know. Fig was especially good at kicking my ass. Plus, I knew I've been trying to be a bit more martial, you could say? Because, I mean, with how everything is set up, I mean, I really don't have that much time for spells, so... And I knew Fig was especially good at attacking faster. So I thought maybe that might be a good place to start with, if I'm going to be, stuck looking like this.
Not always a terrible thing to be an experiment.
I'm still probably going to need at least a month to get over it.
That would make sense.
Suffer.
It's...
Anya. A fucking cat out of nowhere.
Last line Bob said, he would kind of sigh and droop his head, but after his Solar King responds, John will kind of tilt his head back up, just kind of pound on his chest, and he'll just say, but hey, I'm still me, I'm still alive, and I still have plenty of heroing to do, so yeah.
Yep. Well, I'll let you be on your way then.
Oh, do you have anything for me? I understand if you'd be a little bit hesitant, but I swear if you do, I'll try to ask questions this time.
Hey, that is an improvement.
I'm trying.
Question everything.
I will be honest. I don't have anything at the moment, but perhaps inform your companion that one of my followers will be joining y'all's ranks before your next excursion. I do believe you met her. Her name is Aru.
Oh,
She is one of my solar trackers.
right. I remember her, the lady that said that she could track me down in a very concerning mapping delivery.
Yes.
Rena, can you move away from the damn screen? I can't see.
Curiosity,
Fuck you, she wants to be in front of it.
Out of curiosity, Acrid, is that like the Solar King's way of agreeing with John?
What was it that what was the...
I was asking if he thought we actually said things in a creepy way.
Aru has dealt with several different types of people, and she is not the best when it comes to her phrasing. Talking is not her strong suit, as she often works alone.
Well, I'll try my best to look after her, since I think if I understand correctly, I know more about this world than her. So?
She understands the problem in full, and she will be there to help until I can get the rest of my forces here, which the first round is about... They're a bit away. They're a few systems away.
You know, I heard that my brother is apparently dealing with a galactic warlord. Crazy to me to think about all these space battles happening. And then, meanwhile, me and the rest of the others on the planet have no clue, for the most part.
Luckily, your world seems much more primal, which is not always a bad thing. The galactic scaled planets are often a headache.
Ah.
Whoa, if you know the name of the planet your brother is on, I may actually, if you know the planet's name, of course, then I would know if I have any connection to it.
I wish I did, but I don't think I ever asked my dad. Lantern keep. Sorry.
Your creator.
y-
Yes.
I mean, look, I sort of think of him as a father, but I mean, I guess that really should be preserved for him anyways. I'm getting sidetracked. I never really asked
Indeed.
because I may be just a little bit afraid of him. Also, I'm pretty sure he's going to beat me up when we meet up. So I just kind of focus on that.
Or maybe he'll just give you a shoulder pat and say, good job.
No way, no. I mean, Soda King, with all due respect, there's just no dimension where that's possible.
Well, who knows? Or he'll send you through 3 buildings. Either way, or somewhere in between.
Now that's more like it. That's the brother I know.
Well.
Ever the pessimist.
Well. You can be on your way then.
Okay, doke. Take care.
Fairly well. And you would be sent out as he gets to deal with more bullshit.
Yeah.
All right.
Question mark?
Years.
Suffering.
Okay, what's the... I know I'm getting close to my ending off my list. There are some NPCs that John has some friendships kind of going on. I did kind of want him to check in with.
Okay.
While we got time,
Me. Nah.
and I mean, I think it's clear that John is gonna wait till tomorrow for to talk to Rio. So I'm not gonna do anything there until not the next sanity session, but until the next sanity session I'm present in.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I'm gonna hop out, and I'm gonna first prioritize Fig. See if I could find out where he's hiding.
Yes. You would know that he's pretty injured, so if anything, he's probably sleeping. Honey badgers are known to just sleep off a problem. So, you can roll a survival check to try and find him.
So, because I'm a honey badger, would this give John like a sense of smell out of curiosity? Or
I
half
will.
honey badger?
I
Didn't
will roll.
you just say that he only has the form of it?
Yeah.
Did,
Yeah, he has. Yeah, you do not have a sense. You don't have any of the senses of a honey badger.
Okay.
You just have the visage.
I'll just go ahead and roll then. Also, side note, there are there are a few other NPCs that I will also keep my eye out for while I'm like searching for them. Phoenix bird person lady, Cece, I believe.
Okay.
Gonna check up on her. And John was also gonna find his sisters and check up on with them.
Okay.
Oh, and Osmond, and that's it.
Okay. So what's your survival?
Oh shit, right, I forgot to give me a second.
Fucking
Surprisingly good, that's a 21.
damn it.
He was hoping you would roll low so he could send you on a wild goose chase.
I had a feeling.
No, it was a DC of 20 to find him.
Oh damn!
Like, at all.
Told you!
Yeah.
Let's go!
So you have to go down, like, this careening back alley. And you're like, maybe. This feels like a Fig area.
Gotcha.
And just tucked away, all the way in the back, in a side alley of a side alley, is Fig, who is just sitting there, just sleeping on his weapons.
Aww.
will definitely have some distance in between us before I do this next part. I will lightly tap on the wall, and I'll just say, Fig, are you alright, friend?
You see his right eye slowly creak open. And it is the sleep that is covering his eyes slowly lets his eye crack open. As he has probably been asleep for several days.
I can see that.
As he just opens it, he goes, "Oh, hi, John. How's it going?"
Hey, bud. I'll move in closer. When I was trying to like to think of the gentlest way to wake him up for obvious reasons.
Yeah. You startle a fucking sleeping honey badger. That
I'll
is a
get
roll initiative.
Your ass is grounded.
I'll get up closer and I'll sit like in front of him and I'll just say, "Well, I wanted to check up on you. I heard that you wouldn't do. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not here to force you to go to the hospital or anything like that. Just wanted to see you as my friend."
Oh, that's nice. I fucking hate skeletons now.
Oh, I understand.
That fucking bastard of a rusty skeleton's a bitch.
I was shocked to hear that he was still alive. He generally looked finished when me and Ryu and the others dealt with him.
Y'all fought him?
Yeah, we
It
did.
didn't look like my weapons were hurting him. That was infuriating.
That's bizarre. I guess he must have upgraded his armor set from our last encounter.
My axe glanced off his bones,
That's not
which
fun.
are now become purpley. I'm guessing they were white at some point.
Well, while we're catching up with each other, John would just
Broke
kind of
my
awkwardly
damn
point
arm.
to him. John would just kind of awkwardly point to himself.
Ah, you look great.
Appreciate it. To make a
Wait, why do you look like me?
long story short, first of all, flirting has been ruined for me forever. Don't ask.
Why?
And second,
Yes.
Why?
and
7
secondly-
int, brother. 7 int and sleepy.
Well, I kind of sort of pissed off the gods, and to be blunt,
Oh.
I had no choice but to be an experiment, to be a half
Oh.
elemental, half something else.
Oh.
Well, I actually took if it makes you feel better, I actually chose Badger because of you. I was trying to think.
Oh.
I remember how good you were with swinging your weapons fast. I thought that maybe it might help give me an edge in battle. I mean, not that I'm trying to cramp on your style or anything. It's just that, hey, yeah,
If it works, it works. Yeah.
exactly.
Take it as a compliment.
I will
Take it as a compliment.
also, this is another thing to note. Sorry, I said 7 int. Sorry, he has 6.
Got it.
And that's also 7 charisma. He is barely sentient. He would just go like, "Well, it's good to see you trying something new." And I don't know, I've never really tried the whole dating thing. Something about being a vicious, rabid badger. Some people don't seem to appreciate that. For whatever reason. Doesn't matter that I can just sleep off broken bones. It's not that big of a deal. People saying I need a doctor, fucking bullshit. I want to mention, you would look at his body, and concernedly, it seems to be working. Like his arm has gone back together.
Oh my
As
God,
the
it's
way
like
it
Fallout
should
logic.
be.
It's literally Fallout logic.
Yes, honey badgers go, "Oh no, my limb is broken. Here, let me sleep for 3 days. Alright, it's fixed."
You're pretty incredible, you know that? I apologize for
No.
interrupting your sleep. It's just that I really did want to catch up with you after everything. I've been thinking I really would like to work on the connections I've made. You know what I mean?
That's fair. I need to get better at talking to people. I don't think I've spoken to anyone here other than those who have talked to me, which is you and Rio. And Darius, he talked to me. And there was that one weird human. I don't remember his name.
Satoru.
That was the human with the weird grassy limbs. And then there's another guy. He wore weird purple glasses.
Oh,
Right.
I think he had a weird frog he was carrying around. Tried to get me to worship it.
Williams.
I'm not much into gods. They aren't doing shit.
Ah, someone gets it.
John does look like he kind of wants to object to that a little bit.
Well, okay, sorry. The normal gods, the lazy bastards, they aren't doing a damn thing. However, the Eldritch gods, they'll fucking blow up a world because it's funny.
No, I'm with you. The Eldritch gods all pretty cool. I mean, literally, let them keep creating me. Like, I like being alive still.
I've debated talking to 2 Eldritch gods, but I'm a bit too dumb to know how to meditate.
Oh no.
Hey, Vic, you got me, bud. I can help you. I'll be more than happy to help you out. What Eldritch gods were you thinking of?
Well,
Grandma. Sorry.
there was, I actually think you follow him if I'm understanding correctly. That Solar Prince? No, that's wrong.
Solar King. Yeah,
Oh,
he's an
yeah.
fellow.
Yeah, him. He seemed neat. I like fire.
Ew.
I like fire.
There was also one that I was considering more because as much as people don't think it, I do recognize I have a small problem with bloodlust. I do recognize that as an issue that I do have.
I know where this is going.
Yavina.
Yeah, so I was also considering the blood god.
If you
But
let
I don't-
Ryu know, he will help him with that. I don't know if you want to deal with Yavina, from my understandings with your relationship with her, but
Oh, hell no.
yes,
John-
if you want to help him and still get him that thing, just let Ryu know.
I got you. John would, when he went to the Solar King, John would look excited, and then when he went to Yuvina, John just looked terrified. In terms of expression.
Okay.
I would
Is she mean or something?
No, it's just that, do you remember that god I told you I pissed off while I'm having
Yeah.
That was her.
Oh. So she just improved you. Becoming half honey badger is just an improvement. There are no flaws here. I see no problem with this. I might be half blind, but I see no problem.
John would just to be honest, he would kind of laugh a little bit.
You're talking to a honey
way.
badger about becoming a honey badger. As far as he cares, there's no flaws.
Yeah, no, I got you. John would chuckle a little bit, and he'll just go, yeah, no, you're probably right. I mean,
And in
Yeah.
any case,
it is
another.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry. You first.
in any case, now people probably can't poison you as much. Because honey badgers are normally raging alcoholics, so we've kind of developed a natural resistance to being poisoned.
Oh, alcohol. Yeah, that's one of the few drinks I could drink okay. Because...
Yeah.
You're probably right, though. I mean, it will take me a minute to get used to this. I mean, I'm not trying to disrespect badgers or anything. I do like them very much, but I really was fond of my original form, but who knows? Maybe change might be good.
Yes.
But
Anyway,
you've got such a cute fuzzy form.
John in the back of his head feels like someone's insulting him. I will say this, if anyone calls John cute, he will say I'm not cute. Let me make that clear right now.
Can't wait for you to call him cute. He wouldn't. He fucking wouldn't. He would hate saying that word to anyone that isn't Nosuke.
John would just say. Anyways, if you're interested, if you put my hand on my shoulder, I think I could probably get you in with the Soda King right now. And if you want to meet Yovina, I highly recommend you ask Ryu. He's on better terms, way better terms with her than me right this second.
Oh, okay. I don't know if he likes me. I do read people. I don't think he liked me very much.
Don't worry about it. I mean,
Just
if Ryu knows it's for the greater good of helping the world in the long run, he'll be more than happy to lend you a hand. If I'll make you feel better, I can be with you when you want to go ask him.
Considering he seems to keep you nearby oftentimes, you'll probably be nearby.
Yeah, I don't really know why he does that, to be honest, but anyways, alright, sounds good.
I think it's on a similar bar, because and he would say this a bit more quietly, he's like, I don't think he knows I know, but Darius has had a few people watching me. I know they're doing it.
Oh no. Oh no.
So, it's been revealed, while yes, Fig is an idiot, he pays attention.
He's a perceptive bastard.
God would try to line up things, they'll just say. Anyways, if you just grab onto my shoulder, not to push you or anything, but it's probably best if we do it now. I still have some other business I want to run, and I don't know if I'll be able to find you again super quickly.
Okay. Hold on, you see him start to move, and you hear a pop, crack, kink, conk.
I will immediately scooch over closer to him. Immediately.
You hear the sound of his shoulder pop twice, his elbow pops, and his wrist cracks as he sets his hand on your shoulder.
Oh my god.
He hasn't moved in 3 days. At least.
Anyway, so I will meditate to the Solar King, and I'll try to bring him along with me.
Cool, so you bring Fig along with you. Because the thing that would be noted is it was mentioned Fig had 2 major injuries.
Oh, yeah.
He had a major leg, and he had a major left arm injury and a major right leg injury, if I'm remembering them correctly.
Gotcha.
If not, that's just what I've canonized, so fuck it. So it's that weird thing of normally Fig has like well over 100 health. Right now he's probably like barely at 100.
Understood. So, as they both get into the domain,
Yeah.
I'll just kind of take me first, and just because, like, I think John should probably speak first in this case instead of.
Yeah, I want to mention when you guys appear, you're still you're like kind of holographic. You guys appear inside. Here's the thing you would notice, right? You appear walking.
Mm-hmm.
As you look over, you would see Fig is still like curled up, laying on his weapons. As a hologram. Like, he has not bothered to get up. Not even for a god. He's not getting up. He's like, motherfucker, I am in pain. I do not care.
Got it. So I'll go over and I'll just say, hello, Solar King. Sorry to speak so soon, but I have something. I have something for you. I thought would be right up your alley. Well, I remember you said about how you don't have that many recruits on my planet. Well, I found a good friend of mine who is interested in maybe joining your ranks.
He would look over. It was kind of like he would slowly he would look at it like, is he all right?
Look. He's a lot more active than this normally, but he may have just gotten a few. Hey Fig, what bones did you break again?
According to the doctor lady, I broke both the bones in my right forearm, and both bones... Oh, sorry, I lied. Left. I can think. And then I broke both of the little rotating bit arms in my right leg. Apparently they're important for walking. I kept walking with them broken. Because no one told me they were broken.
I would turn back to the Solar King and says, yeah, so, that's why he's...
You see the Solar King has his hand up, and it's that, like, where one finger goes over your mouth, where you're just kind of like, I'm sorry. The fuck did I just hear? Like, it really is that moment of this is a god having to look at a mortal and just go, I'm sorry.
Are you still conscious?
How are you alive? That is genuinely a question some gods would have looking at Fig. Because this is just generally how honey badgers are. They look at pain and they go, eh. Oh well, anyways, time to keep working. Fuck you! He would just go, okay, well, I can help you if you would like, and I can try and safeguard your soul, Fig. But you might need your, leg fixed for me to be able to do that properly. Would you like me to fix your leg? Or do you want to continue sleeping it off?
I'd like to imagine while after the Solar King shushed John's just like basically vibrating, trying to surpass the urge not to talk.
You see Fig just go, oh, right, there's deals with this stuff. And deals take thinking.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Yeah,
fuck.
sure, why not? What am I getting out of this again? I kind of forgot. You just see the Solar King just clap his hands. And you see Fig kind of glow for a moment. And then Fig just goes, oh, the leg isn't numb anymore. That's fun. Oh, I'm starving.
Oh my god.
Well, thanks, guy.
John at this point will like try to make a gesture that he wants to speak.
Go ahead.
Look, he does operate a little bit differently, but I assure you, he's probably one of my favorite people. He was inspirational why I asked to be a honey badger in the first place. He's worth the trouble, I promise you.
From what I can tell, looking into him, I can see that. Well, Fig, I'll talk to you another day. For now, go eat. You haven't eaten in over a week.
Oh, God.
And he would boot both of y'all out.
After we go back to normal, John will get up and he'll offer a hand to help Fig up.
You would see Fig, like, take your hand, and as he gets up, the amount of pops and cracks you hear come from his spine, his legs, his other arm is far more than any person should. Yeah.
Yeah, that checks.
As Fig in his infinite, and you just see Fig stand up, he's like, wow, thank you, John.
I'm happy to help.
Now now, could you help me get back to the tavern? I'm not sure how to get back from here.
Oh, of course, of course. Why don't you just lean on my shoulder? I think I got a little bit stronger after getting badger DNA. I should be able to help hold your weight.
I can probably walk. I think my leg works. Ooh.
Well, does it work?
It does. You see him stand on his one leg that's supposed to be broken. That's how he decides to fucking test it. Not, not put a little bit of weight on. No. He full on stands on his right leg and jumps.
Not see if, he can move his foot proper, which would imply proper.
No. He does the badger check of fuck it, we ball.
I'll just kind of I'll say one more thing. Just there is one more thing you could do for me actually, and consider Stephen. This might sound a little strange, but would you mind if I went in for a quick hug?
Okay.
I hug him.
All right.
German suplex.
And then I break his leg again. No.
What the fuck?
Don't be a dick.
I won't.
Yeah, but Fig,
Fig does it to you.
Does he hug me back just out of curiosity?
he gives you like a hug, and you can definitely tell you can hear like his body cracking. You can also definitely tell, like you can tell by his face, kind of with like how his jaw is aligned. You can tell he hasn't fucking eaten in a week. Cause now that he's standing up, you can actually tell that he's a bit thinner.
Oh no.
Cause he just slept for a week to make the injury go away. That is a thing with honey badgers. They can just sleep off any problem. The problem is, they try to sleep off something that wouldn't go away quickly. They'll kind of just sleep for way longer than they should.
Which one did you lose this time?
I lost the clear dice. It's fine. I'll find it.
Gotcha. I will just kind of break away from the hug, and I'll just say, "All right, buddy, let's get some food in ya." And I'll lead away to the tavern.
Hell yeah. Fig just follows you. It's Fig. He's fine with playing follow the leader.
Understandable.
Yeah, with all of his many brain cells. That's like the one game he can do pretty easily.
It's funny. I did ask, would John get any attention in his new form always like this? But now I feel like he's gonna get even more attention, because now there's a comparison to an actual honey badger. Yeah.
You would see that, there's definitely some people that are looking at him. Like, he's getting quite a few more looks of, wait a fucking minute. Why'd he become a badger? But also, there's a lot of people that would probably they don't really say anything, because at the end of the day, you're one of the main people running this stuff. So, they've already seen Rio make bargains with any number of gods.
Hi.
So there's a fair number of people that might just reasonably assume you made some bargain with some god. Unbeknownst to them, this is a fucking hex damn near from a god.
I do have one question. Would hypothetically John and Fig just kind of pass up Ryu while he's playing kickball?
Let me see. He wouldn't notice y'all, or he might because of his passive, but you would be able to see down the street that, yes, he's there. So yeah, you're going to be able to see him.
He'd probably notice through passive, because his passive's a 19.
Yeah, no, he'd notice him. you notice Fig, and with your passive medicine, Rio,
Yeah.
you definitely notice that Fig is malnourished
Understood.
and extremely dehydrated.
Understood.
And he's just walking around normally. It's like, oh my god.
Is Noki still with
Nosuke?
Ryu out of curiosity?
Nosuke.
Not
Nosuke.
Noki.
Nosuke is with Ryu.
Yeah.
Noki isn't anywhere
Noki-
to be seen.
Yeah, Noki hasn't been with him. He's been bringing his daughter around.
Gotcha, I might have missed her because her name
You
is
did
similar.
Rio
Right,
did
that's right,
misspeak
okay.
earlier.
Gotcha, I will just kind of wave to Rio and I'll just be like... I'll like completely forget to mention the obvious and I'll just say, "Hey Ryu, enjoying your day off."
Appreciate it. And also get some damn food in that honey badger.
Already planning on it, no worries.
Appreciate it.
Also, I'm a half badger now, that's a thing.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Alright, good talk.
And then you look over and you see Ryu just like stick his foot out and knock a ball like, no, you don't get to get by me. No.
Yeah.
No, small child.
He's definitely doing goalkeeper without using his arms because I'm gonna be real. That would be unfair as fuck.
Not wrong.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I'll just kind of get him to the tavern. Don't suppose I noticed any of the NPCs I was hoping to have a chat with in the tavern when we get there.
So let me roll. So the two that you're looking for are Cesis and Uthris.
So Cece's, Osmond, and the sisters.
Oh, right. Let me roll. Okay, that's for them. That's for that one. That was... Okay. Okay, so when you get into the tavern, you would be able to see two people that you're looking for.
Okay.
You would see Cece's is at the bar now. And she is actually talking to somebody else. Talking to somebody. And she's talking to someone that y'all have run into before.
Okay.
Y'all saved her, and now she's back up and moving again.
Nice.
As you'd be seeing the girl who had gotten her chest blown out.
Yay,
remember
she's
that, actually.
moving.
Yeah, she's up and walking around. She's talking to Cece's.
Nice.
Gotcha. So how I'll approach this is after I'll just lead Fig to the bar, and I'll just try to get Stella's attention, and I'll just say, "Hey, so got enough food for my malnourished friend here, who hasn't eaten in over a week?"
Yeah, no, I'll get Fig. Take a seat, but do it.
Come
You're
on,
getting
buddy.
food.
You got to eat.
All right, fine. He sits down begrudgingly, as you would see Kyo open the kitchen door and look out, and you just hear this just annoyed exhale as he shuts the door. As the cook is like, "Fuck you mean he was starving? Dumbass. Is my food not good enough?"
Piss off the chef.
Don't piss off the chef. Don't piss off the chef.
You
Don't
will.
piss off the chef.
Well, do you know, Kyo's a level 19. It's not. Just fucking starts hyping up Kyo.
Oh my god, you're already doing that to Stella. Fuck up. To Stella.
After John helps him get situated, he will take the bar stool next to Theseus, and
Yeah.
he'll just say, "Hey there, how are things?"
Oh, it's going good.
And he'll kind of gesture to the other person. Oh, right, I bloody remember you. Well, I'm glad you're alive. Congratulations.
Yes, I'm alive because of you lot. Of you and your companion. Name's Tommy, by the way. I didn't get the chance to say that.
John, pleasure.
Yes.
You two finding the town all right?
I've only started wandering around recently. something about my organs being remade, making life a little bit difficult.
I can.
That's
I can.
Yeah,
somewhat-
Yavina had to completely rebuild this girl's insides.
Yeah, no, I can somewhat understand that. I was originally
Yeah.
a fire elemental, and now I'm half a badger, which is weird. Very weird.
I mean, would you prefer to slowly turn into a cosmic horror? Like Black Eye?
I'm going to be honest, I don't know how to respond to that one.
I
So-
figured not.
Anyways,
I want to mention, she says all of that with a perfectly straight face.
I feel like John at this point would just be like, okay. And you'll just kind of hop off the bar stool.
Yeah, no, but she would be like, you would see Cece go, no, wait, where are you where are you going? Why you run off?
I had a few more people that I wanted to pay a visit to before the next adventure.
Oh, okay.
But don't.
And you would see Tammy kind of lean, she was like, I apologize if I'm a bit much with some of the things I say. It's, putting it simply, I don't like being in debt to people. And as far as I care, I'm in debt to you and your companion. I owe you a life debt, and I don't like that. Mainly because I will repay that, one way or another. Or my god will do it for me.
John will just walk over to her and he'll just say, he'll kind of hit her with that John Sean optimism, and he'll just say, listen, well, I don't know if I could really get the whole paying a life debt, but that's not really how I'd like to do things personally. Let's just try this. If you really want to pay back this, he'll say this in air quotes, debt to me. He'll extend his right hand and he'll just say, hello there, I'm John Sean. You want to be friends?
She just gives like a small chuckle, and she'd be like, "Sure, and I'm Tammy." And she would just go, and just so you do understand and know why I'd reference Black Eye, I believe you know who that is.
Oh shit, that's Thurloff, isn't it?
No, Black Eye is the dude keeping y'all's barrier up.
Oh, I forgot about him, to be honest.
He was very important. She would just go, I follow the same god as him. Our god is the reason Black Eye is the way he is, and he is as strong as he is. I follow Emozen, one of the four omnipotents.
Oh, wow. Lantern Keep over here, and Solar King.
Ah. I only follow one due to, they don't like when people follow multiple gods.
Understandable.
Something about, it being rather difficult to split your attention between one of the four omnipotent and someone they could flick and they would be erased.
Oh.
Imozen is the only one of the four that has made themselves publicly known.
I won't lie, when I hear stories like that, I can't help but feel lucky.
Yeah, in some ways, yes. In others, no. They are capable of doing things that other gods can't. Imozen is capable of swallowing planets, as that is his purpose. He eats planets that no longer serve a purpose.
That's terrifying.
Indeed.
Very terrifying.
Indeed. And the people that work under him are known as soul destroyers. They seek to maintain a order between the soul defenders and the soul defilers. The soul destroyers are some of the few that can knock a soul defender or a soul Soul Defiler out of commission permanently. Or damn near.
I feel like she would see on John Sean's forehead a loading bar screen.
Yep. So basically what she's just informed you is Soul Destroyers could knock someone like Baylor, the Soul Defender you met, or the knife-wielding Soul Defiler. They could knock someone like that out of commission for years. Like, they would be gone for years. Normally, they're only gone for a month or two. But that would knock them out for years before they could come back.
The loading bar would go away and John would just say, I'll make a mental note of that. That's rather peculiar information.
I would warn, and I know this doesn't affect you personally as much, because you can just be picked up and dropped on another planet. As that is the way you and likely, from what I've gauged, you and your siblings are for. They're picked up and dropped on new worlds whenever that world needs aid.
Oh, you know my siblings?
Yes, I've met the two of them. I've been making my rounds. No, unlike for you, who can just be picked up and taken to a different world and you can continue your life merrily. The people in this world have a terrible fate in store if things don't work out. Imogen is staring at this planet now. And if things don't sort out, he will eat it.
Noted.
And this timeline will be removed.
Duty noted.
Indeed.
Well, call me naive as much as you want. I know for a fact we're gonna be on mission 3. Because that is what good heroes do, don't they? It's more like John Sean optimism coming her way.
You would genuinely see probably something she doesn't get to do often, but she would give you a genuine smile. Like, it's good to see optimism like that. I haven't seen much of that in a while. So, good to see.
Hey, it's my defining characteristic. I decided I would much rather continue hoping, even if this place kind of sucks lately. I will turn to CCS, and I'll just like try to like put an arm on her shoulder, and I'll just say like, I apologize. I would have stayed. I don't want to leave so early, but hey, we're friends now, all right? I assure you we'll hang out some other time. You got it?
All right.
I'll give her a pat on the shoulder, and I'll turn back to the other lady, and I'll just say, you said you met my sisters. By any chance was that today? I was trying to catch up with them, actually.
No, that was a few days ago.
Understood.
I spoke with, the Afriti a little while ago. A few days ago, and I spoke to the Fire earlier than that.
Oh yes, they're very lovely, aren't they?
Indeed.
John would just look kind of proud as he said that last line.
Yes, if I had to guess though, I know that your sister, Fossil, it gets along well with, I believe his name is Hunter. So, the two of them might be walking around and talking.
Hey, John is going to lean over and whisper, and he'll just say, are we talking like, as in like, they're going to date each other eventually, kind of like?
No.
I don't know.
Look, I'm her older brother, okay? I need to make sure about these things.
Oh,
I mean, I will be honest. I have no idea. I'm not that insightful.
Understood. Well, if that's
I'm insightful into people's souls, not
Understood.
their emotions.
Understood. Well, I mean, if she dates Hunter, I mean... Well, actually, no, I won't complain about that. Hunter seems like a good chap.
One of the more capable humans I've noted of this city.
I don't think I've had that many experiences with humans, but Hunter's left a pretty good impression on Raw.
He doesn't act like a human, which makes him better than most of them.
I agree.
I want to mention, as far as you can tell, this bitch is a human. And she is just throwing shade at humans. Like, she might be racist against her own race. Like...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Can you blame her?
On would
Not really.
wave goodbye to the both of them and Fig, and he will walk outside, and that is now 3 left to talk to.
Yep. But yeah, that is Tammy. Y'all found that is the girl y'all saved, and y'all are suddenly realizing saving her was a good idea.
I agree.
Yeah, she's a follower of Emerson, who is the omnipotent Hydra.
Otherwise known as the Destroyer.
Yeah, he's also known as the Destroyer, or the god that allowed Black Eye to be what he is now.
Yep.
But yeah,
I am still so sad for Black Eye.
it's...
For those who don't know, Black Eye was originally an NPC for one of my characters.
Yes.
Ah.
And...
So I know the whole backstory and what happened.
yeah. There's a lot to Black Eye, and if you ask the right questions, he'll more than happily tell you. If you don't ask the right questions, you will never fucking find out. Anyways.
But it's still depressing.
But yeah. Black Eye, as you would walk out, you would actually run damn near smack dab into Ozris.
Do you mean Osman?
Osman, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, this is in my campaign.
Gotcha. Wait, so do I just, like, literally collide into him?
Not quite, mainly because he stops in time.
Oh, gotcha. John would
Shocker.
stop too, but he would do, like, this very cartoonish stop, where he just kind of, like, flails his arms around in the air for a minute. And he'll look up, he'll just go, "Ah, Osman, I was hoping to catch up with you."
Indeed. Good to see you again, John. You look a bit different.
Believe me, I'm aware.
I
Not-
figured. Still
make it
worth
long.
mentioning.
To make a long story short, I pissed off the wrong god.
Ah,
Regrets were
happens.
formed. Regrets were utterly formed.
I want to mention, you can definitely tell he looks like he got in a fight with somebody. Like, he looks a bit beat up. But he's acting like he's fine. So, it was probably he trained with somebody.
Got it. John would take notice of this. He would, like, tilt his head and go, Are you alright? You look like you've been in a scuffle recently.
Oh, yes, I decided to test my mettle, because I won't lie, being brought back in the way I was, I kind of felt like I lost a bit of my original strength. So I've been slowly working to get all of it back. So I decided to test my mettle against the Knoll Rears.
Oh.
The guard of that noble hero.
Wow,
well,
we really are similar. Sorry, we really are similar. I wanted to test my new half honey badgerness, so I fought against one of those panda from that panda fellow from prison recently.
Ah, I will have to tie against him as well. I discovered Rears was a lot faster than I would have initially thought.
Ah, I see.
He also seems... There's very few people who have managed to disarm me. He is one of them.
Wow, I'll have to keep him in mind.
Well, yes. But also, from what it seems, he was the leader of the Knolls of her gods for a reason. Knolls have a very... the strongest rules mentality. And, I can definitely mention he is the strongest out of the Knolls.
You know, it's funny. I thought for a while that hearing tougher and tougher opponents would usually make me more nervous or annoyed, but I don't know. Lately, just hearing them gets me a lot more excited. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know this isn't a game or anything, but I mean, I guess you could call it my inner warrior? Yeah, something like that.
That does do it sometimes. I have always tested myself against large groups of people. But going up against a single powerful opponent often also is another good way to train. I'd be more than happy to duel you if you would like, because I do remember you mentioned that a bit ago, but perhaps not today. That knoll hurt a lot more than I was expecting.
I'd have to pass too. While I stood my ground against the badger fight, I mean the panda.
Panda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, badger brain. Still trying to get used to this. It's very weird. It's like wearing a new pair of skin.
I'm going to be honest, if anyone would understand that, I get the feeling Zelvik would, considering from what I've gauged, he has completely rebuilt himself.
Noted. But yes, I'll try to hit you up some other time about a duel. Sounds good?
Sounds fine to me.
Can I offer him a bro fist bump? Yeah, I mean, look, John Sean is a cute badger. He is optimistic as fuck. Who will say no to him?
I will say this, he kind of like, it would be like he'd tap his arm against yours type thing. That's what he'd do.
Fair enough.
That's more something for what Osmond as a character would do. He would do less of a fist bump and more of like an arm bounce, effectively.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. All that's left is the sisters, and I can leave Kai and Alan without any worries.
Cool.
I know I've been doing a lot of talking, but Nits, now you know what it feels like.
I mean, also, like, you're supposed to be, it's gonna be an all knit session next time, so.
Oh yeah, I know, I was just joking.
Yeah.
Nits?
He's dead.
Oh, sorry. Mike was muted.
Yeah, I heard you through the wall, and I was really confused for a second.
Yeah, no, it just makes you look bad now, so that's kind of funny too.
Bro.
No, I was saying, I mean, literally, that's kind of just what I do all the time anyways, and there's also just sessions where, if we're gonna be real, where I just don't say shit, and it's just kind of John saying stuff half the time. So this really isn't the first time for either or, like, player to just kind of take the reins. So,
That's fair. If anything,
yeah.
my joke is more of a reflection that I am just feeling a bit more satisfied, like, thinking of actual stuff to take care of this time around.
That's fair.
Hell
that's
yeah.
fair.
I think my concern is Acrid's voice.
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
fine.
We're almost done. 2 more
Yeah.
again. And honest to God, that'll probably be it for me.
Cool.
I'm still concerned about his voice.
Well, we figured
Understandable.
out the majority of the problem, we're pretty sure. But yeah, besides that, it's a lot better than it was earlier today. As you would be walking, John, give me a perception check.
I could do that because I got advantage.
Bitch.
Bitch.
I'm gonna grab a drink while you
17.
do that, bitch.
Now listen here, fuckers.
What'd you get?
17.
Alright, cool. Let me roll for some stuff.
Alright.
Okay, so as you're walking around, John, you're looking, and you would notice a few things. You would notice a few people talking, and it's like different groups of people that you can go interact with eventually. But you would see Fossil talking to Hunter, as you were told that she probably would be. Which is not surprising at all. She's a little bit ahead of you. You would be seeing Theory is talking to and I'm pulling up her name because I'm blanking as a DM. Where did she go? Where is your image? Where is your information? Where the fuck did it go? What the fuck? What the shit? Where did it go? What the fuck? What the shit? Wait, no, actually, what the fuck?
Hmm?
Okay, I can't find that bit of information, apparently.
Oh,
That's
heck.
weird.
Every time.
Yeah, no, sorry. This is a fucking, it'd be the Afridi. I can't find her information.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It happens.
I also am starting to think I didn't actually fucking put her in y'all's teammates folder.
Oh, that might do it.
Yeah, because I'm scrolling through it to find her name, because I am blanking, and she's just not here.
Weird.
Which begs the question, Dylan, do you remember the name of the Afridi?
Nope.
Fucking mint. Son of a bitch.
I wasn't sure if it was like important to you to find the name or not, so that's why I didn't say it till now.
It's actually important that
you
know the name.
I love I'm getting crackers too, because I'm cool like that.
Awesome, dude.
Nits!
Hold up, I hear a thing. Hold up, wait, I heard it through my headphones, even though I didn't touch my headphones. Hold on. What?
Do you remember the name of the
Found
Afridi?
it, Mira. Found it.
Afridi for which Afridi? I've met a few.
John Sean's sister.
John Sean's sister, there's, oh fuck, hold up, I've got my notes. Hold up. Alright.
So here's the thing.
I had her, yeah,
So
Mira.
This is a funny thing. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's Mira.
Alright,
I was right.
Both are back off. There you go.
Okay.
Thanks, Nits!
So for everybody, besides Nits, but I think Dylan, I think you'll find this funny.
All right.
I remembered something. I typed in her fucking thing Psyche's quote of "I like your ass."
Oh,
So
Wait a minute!
yes, that's a canon
I
event.
almost forgot about that.
So,
I remember that now.
That's what he looked
that
up
now.
to find it!
I looked up "I like your ass" and it came up with her information.
Oh my
I shit you not. That is how I found her because I
Alright, yeah.
remembered. That's
Yeah.
what Psyche said.
Yeah.
Because I have a knack for remembering things I find funny.
God, I love you
I
sometimes.
found that hilarious.
All right. Fair.
God, I love your antics sometimes.
What? I'm sorry. It's funny.
Holy shit, do I love you.
Alright, cool. So you would see Mira is talking to Theory, if you remember the cheese monk.
Oh,
Cheese
it's coming
boy!
back to me now. Okay, it's coming back to me now.
Yeah, so Mira is talking to Theory. He's a little bit... So they're standing off kind of to your right.
Mhm.
Fossil and Hunter are walking down the street. And you would see further down the road, you would actually see two people you would also recognize. And they're kind of walking and talking as well.
Gotcha.
Which is Noki and Geniax.
Ah,
Oh.
yes. No key.
Yep. I'm not expecting you to talk to her or Geniax. I'm just mentioning that is a thing.
See, this is one of those weird situations where it's like, oh, one hand John isn't really interested in talking to her anymore, but I feel like Noki might have a reaction to saying, oh, hey, I know that guy. Wait, he's a badger now? You know what I mean?
Oh boy.
Okay, I'll just continue to try to talk to the sisters like normal.
Yeah.
So probably how John would approach this is that I think he would be a little bit more nervous about telling his sisters, hey, I'm a badger now.
Yeah.
Because it's like, hey, family members, remember when I got amnesia and fucking died? Well, guess what? Badger died.
Oh my gosh.
So I'll just like try to awkwardly get Fossil and Hunter's attention with like a as I approach them.
Yeah, so you would see Hunter gets this look of, why am I not fucking surprised? I knew this was coming because I was already here. I was there for the threats to be chucked around, so I knew that something like this was coming.
I got back. Hello, Etha.
Hey,
Okay.
You-
Hi guys.
Hi.
And then you would see, also hi. You would see Fossil just sit there like, huh? The fuck do you mean? What the fuck happened to you?
Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I've already apologized to Nookie several times about it. Let's just say I think I got what I...
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Okay, I know. Yeah, no, this is deserved.
Uh,
I mean, there's far worse options.
it's weird. I mean, this feels incredibly weird, to be honest with you. I'm still getting used to this. I mean, when I fight, though, my mind's a lot clearer, so that's an unexpected bonus.
Yeah. That's good, at least. Well,
I was hoping to check up on you, just see how you were doing generally.
I'm fine. Just getting along, getting to talk to new people, getting to talk to everybody. There's a lot of new faces randomly popping up.
Oh yes, me and Rio keep running into all sorts of interesting fetus on and gaps and in betweens on our adventures.
Well, there is someone I will probably get Ryu to meet soon. I met her. She wandered up from the Fey area.
Oh.
The Fey corrupted area, I think. Or she came from the Underdark, I'm not sure. As it's a Harengan who wears a giant hat. But I think I'll have Ryu deal with her. She doesn't seem to be the brightest.
Sounds fakidia, but alright, fair enough. Well, hope I, didn't, I don't know, give you any trouble during that whole, rookie situation?
I was just kind of well, I won't lie. I was very confused. Because,
Yeah.
well, I'm supposed to be the chaotic one. That's just a little detail. I'm the chaotic one. Out of the four of us, I was the most chaotic once I really took into my step. Mira was always the more neutral one, handling everything kind of slightly more carefully, and well, brother, he's the most lawful out of the bunch of us.
And I fit in.
You were kind of always with Mira and being more neutral in how you handled things. Like, you were a little bit closer to me because we were siblings. We were the closest in age, technically.
Oh, I see.
But an oldest and brother was always, well, he made sure that you and I didn't do anything too stupid. Usually.
I think I have a few memories that agree with you there.
Yeah, but he always tried his best with us, and he was always, I know now, looking back, he always meant well, despite his, more brutish nature. But I think it didn't help that he was a literal golem.
Good point, good point.
Also, from what I understand, also, from what I remember, what I've learned, actually, all of us have sort of like a frozen aging. Because, you know, Lantern Keeper.
Oh, right.
We age, but we don't actually get afflicted by aging. Hence why I only look like I'm 20.
That makes sense why I'm 86 in that case.
Yeah. But brother, even without that, he wouldn't die of age. He can't age as a golem. And even if he's defeated, he'll just reform. That's how golems are, unless you break their core.
That's certainly a bizarre existence.
Yeah.
But,
well, that's also almost the same for you. Unless someone breaks your core, you'll just, well, usually, you'll just reform. At least that's how it was originally.
Good point.
I think Brother's the only one, though, that can just fully ignore death.
I do have to ask. I've been slowly trying to piece together the memories. It's really weird because it's like some are not completed in my head. Some start off in the middle of it and then don't even end properly. It's really weird. I was thinking lately, I mean, I'll be honest, I wasn't sure if I've been the best son to you-know-who.
Oh, yeah.
And, don't worry, I already talked to him about that, but it got me thinking, I'm reasonably confident Brother is going to throttle me when he gets here. What was our relationship like when we were training together?
Well, Brother was always very protective over all of us, but he also was the most... He was willing to do almost anything to make sure that the three of us were safe whenever we went into actual live training. Like where we went to a dangerous area to deal with it together. But I actively have memories of him putting his life on the line for all of us. Just because he could.
I see.
You and him had a decent relationship. Occasionally he'd get onto you for not thinking your actions through.
John has a mini flashback to multiple times throughout this campaign, and he'll just tilt his head and say, "Yeah, that tracks."
Yeah, he got really mad at you a few times. Yeah. He got really mad at me for some of my arsonistic tendencies.
Really? But those were awesome!
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, see, that's exactly why he gets on to both of us.
Oh, shit. Good point, good point.
Yeah, you know, something about being lawful and not wanting to see innocents get caught in the crossfire. I mean, it's not my fault they were in the building. Anyways.
I would love to know how Hunter reacts to hearing this.
I want to mention he's definitely heard this story. He's fucking... Like, he doesn't seem surprised to be hearing this shit. He's just sitting there like a blank... Like, just like a... Alrighty then. Got it. I know the family relations now.
Alright, well, I just mostly wanted to ask because I've been... Well, I'm going to be brutally honest. Most of my memories have been him punching my face. And I don't think that's entirely accurate.
It's not. He did do that a few times. I think he just when he did do it, it had enough meaning to it that it kind of scorched itself into your mind. So even if you lost all your memories, you wouldn't forget that. You probably don't remember the lessons he was trying to teach you when he did that, but there were lessons behind his punches.
Todd tilts his head like, fucking really?
I mean, yeah. Like, it was whenever you would just ignore his point that he was trying to make while talking to you, that he would just kind of snap and punch you. Because sometimes it was the only way to get you to listen.
I see. I was mostly asking because, I've been really ruminating on this whole sort of brotherly reunion thing. I mean, I was excited to see you and other sister, but I don't know. I get this feeling inside me that something I'm gonna have to figure out something to say to him.
Probably.
All right then, I'm gonna go ahead and check up on the older sister. I'll see you around. Take care.
Bye.
I hope
And-
you gets along.
It would be funny if that was the case.
I mean, he's a lawful good, so.
Ryu sees John get punched through 5 buildings. Hey, want to come with us on our next adventure?
I like you. You're with me. No, the lawful neutral and the lawful good being like, they get along probably.
I will approach Amira. It's like the sort of same approach as with Fossil, just that very nervous, hi, sister.
You would see her turn around. She goes, "Oh, hi, John. The fuck happened?" Right, the god. I remember now.
So, listen, I'll tell you what I told Fossil. Long story short, I have already apologized several times. I regret everything, and
Good,
now
good,
I'm
good.
stuck like this.
Oh. Well, at least you're still a fire elemental, and there's not a god war starting.
I suppose so. It's, God, just
I mean,
his head.
she just
Reflecting about it.
You see her just sit there. She goes, "Well, I mean, genuinely, if the goddess had fully changed you into a blood creature, is what she probably would have done originally, that would have sparked a war between the Lantern Keeper and her.
Bloody hell.
And because you were now a blood person and she had stolen your soul, that would have technically put you at odds with Fossil and myself."
I swear, some days it really does feel like my optimism is being tested.
That's what you get for being optimistic. But it's not always a bad thing.
Maybe I just gotta learn I'm just gotta learn to time it better or something like that.
I don't know. But, and genuinely, it's good to see you back, and honestly, it's good to see that you got that sorted.
Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you again. I've been still working out on, sorting out the memories in my head. I found some of them involving me fighting Rashi, and it's, little disturbing, to be honest with you.
I don't imagine they went well.
Apparently, I straight up resisted Rashi's mind control during our initial fight.
I can believe it. You did have a strong will. It doesn't seem as strong as it used to be, but yeah.
Wait, really? You could get better?
It used to be a lot stronger.
Oh, noted. Well, how have you been lately? Been faring well, all that stuff?
I've been fine. I've been talking to all the new people and meeting and speaking to generally just to anyone that is willing to talk.
I see.
I've seen a few newer faces and got to talk to them is interesting.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. To be completely honest, meeting other people has been one of my favorite part about this whole adventure I've been dealing with. I don't know, it's just cool to see all types of people, you know?
Oh yes, it's quite enjoyable. Well, I'm glad to see that you got everything sorted, and hopefully you can eventually get in not bad relations with that goddess, because if I remember correctly, doesn't she have a tether to your soul or something?
Before I answer this next part, I'm just gonna look around to make sure Noki's gone.
Noki is a bit down the road, still talking to Jinx, but she definitely can't hear you.
I'll turn back to Mira and I'll just say, look, I promise you I'm going to be a lot more on. I mean, to be completely honest, I think flirting has been ruined for me permanently.
Oh, that's not the thing I'm mentioning.
Oh, sorry, what was it?
From what I understand, if I've been told correctly from people I've heard from, doesn't that blood goddess have a lifeline for you? Like to bring you back should you die?
I've heard something like that.
John, if she doesn't like you, she's going to mess with you when you come back alive. Because she will for a moment have your soul and have free reign with what happens to you. Being in negative relation with her is not an option unless you go and ask probably Ryu to get that lifeline removed.
Okay, noted.
I'm not sure why you didn't think about that.
Look, we both
But-
know my mind is not in the best condition right now.
Yeah, but still.
No excuses as the older sibling.
Yeah, no, really. She's like, no, it's just your well-being. Sorry.
Oh, noted. Well, alright, well, you're the last of everyone I've been wanting to catch up on. Thinking something, trying to work on, friendships, something. I'm probably gonna go spend some time training by myself.
Fair enough.
Also, I'll see you later, sister.
Bye.
Alright, I do have to ask,
Hmm.
does Noki take notice of John?
If she does, she is not reacting. She
Got it.
seems to be happy in her conversation with Geniax.
Got it. John would probably just, honest to God, take a different route from her, just so he doesn't run into her.
Fair enough.
Coward.
It's so yeah, that would be that, and you would head back to the tavern and
Training grounds.
training grounds, yeah, and you would train for the rest of the day, and that is, and we will end off as you guys both head back and head to sleep.
Yippee!
After Ryu got to
Yeah.
experience his fucking day off and was happy for once.
Yeah. I got to threaten people and fucking hang out with my daughter. Doesn't really get much better than that, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, well, thank you all for watching this episode. No, thank you. I don't know why I was about to randomly insult y'all. Y'all don't deserve that. You can check out more of the Sanity Campaign, this specific campaign right here, up on the Lost Shipyard on YouTube, and also on the Lost Upper Tavern up on Spotify. We also have some other campaigns up on those areas, such as the Amnesia campaign, soon to be the Duped campaign. We're like halfway through getting that thumbnail made. It's taking some time, but we're finally getting there. And hopefully something soon as well that we're kind of working on the side, maybe eventually. There'll probably be a bit, but eventually we've got ideas. We have plans. Also on the Lost Harbor Tavern up on YouTube, you can find some campaigns on there. That's our main channel. You can also find those same campaigns up on the Spotify as well. On the main channel, we have the Rum and Harbor campaign, the Brothel campaign, we have the Hidden Garden campaign, and on top of that, we have some YouTube shorts and some one-shots. So, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for stopping on by. Don't forget to leave a like. Helps us out a lot, and commenting as well really helps us out. So, we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.
Bye!